What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's the Nerd Den. Happy Friday, everybody.
Spicy.
So, so we were just talking in the green room. I'm not going to put anybody on the spot, so don't worry. But with the term "spicy straight" came up, and I don't know what that is, and I'm really curious. And so
I think it's like that time our tips touched when we were DPing that one chick and it felt good, but neither one of us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
Definitely know what he's talking about.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Don't bother, Todd. I'm sending you a link right now.
Oh, Urban Dictionary.
Yep.
Where are you sending it? How are you sending it to me? Through private chat? Oh, there it is.
Private chat right here. Oh yeah, click it. I'm not clicking it. My search history is already fucked up enough. I ain't adding that.
Yeah, the FBI has a file on. It doesn't have a file on you. It has like a box.
Yeah. For liking memes.
Well, given the way things are going.
Yeah.
A term that straight white girls use when facing a question of, quote, "What's your sexuality?" but want to seem quirky. You'd often finding those girls using this with a side of "kill all men." They say that they're attracted to girls. They say that they're attracted to girls too, but they would never date one. Actually, if you ever came out to a girl who's spicy straight, they would probably stay the hell away from you the next couple of years in fear that you might fall in love with them. No one wants a taste of your vagina, Stacy. Anyway, this term is quite offensive to actual people in the LGBTQ community, so please don't seriously use this against sexuality, hate crime, whatever. Someone doesn't know how to read or write on this thing, but spicy straight, a person that is sexually attracted to the same gender without that doesn't make sense. Without a desire for an emotional relationship, bringing LGBTQ flavor into their straightness.
It's like if you just fuck dudes, you don't kiss them on the mouth.
This is kind of weird, man. I don't know what timeline are we in. I don't even know anymore, dude.
Yeah, dude, we absolutely have slipped into an alternate timeline.
100%. I didn't ever used to believe in that shit. I mean, I thought it was just the stuff in comics.
Yeah,
but we are absolutely 100%.
And some of them, I saw a thing that said some of the Mandela effect stuff is true, and they're just changing some things to fuck with us and see who notices. Like they're like somebody like the Fruit of the Loom thing not having a cornucopia. Somebody actually found Fruit of the Loom stuff that has the cornucopia. Like bullshit. Here it
really?
is.
Someone found it.
Yeah. It's why
is it so rare? What the hell?
It's from, but Fruit of the Loom swears they still swears, and the same with Berenstein Bears. There's people that have books that say both.
What does that mean, Avery?
I don't know. Some people are like they're changing things just to fuck with us to see who notices.
We're just in a different timeline. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think we think when they first fired up that Hadron Collider, that particle accelerator, and it went wrong. Something went wrong, and they had to shut it down. I think that's when it happened.
Oh shit! Is that a thing that actually happened? They set up the collider and something went wrong.
Yeah, and they had to shut it down. I think we got merged with an alternate universe.
Yo, I'm writing that down.
That's the reason some people remember things so differently, like Mandela supposedly being dead and him also being alive.
Is there something online that actually talks about that, like
the Mandela effect?
Particle. Well, not the Mandela effect.
Yes. Yeah. That particle.
The Mandela effect is tied to the particle collider.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when things really got screwy. That's when things happened, man. And that's the reason we have people that remember things, world events, so differently. Commercials, everything.
Yeah, man. I don't know. All I know is that like everything feels weirdly different, and it's not just because of like age or time or who's in the office. Like
something has changed. Something has altered reality.
This whole universe is fucked up right now.
Yeah. It can't be good to actually fire one of those things up.
Well, maybe that's what maybe that's what they fucking figured out.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Particle collider?
Particle accelerator.
Particle accelerator.
Like it goes underneath a city, like around a city too, or something like that.
Yeah, it's huge,
Underground.
right?
Yeah, it's underground. It's massive.
To smash two particles together, it takes like a tremendous amount of force.
Yeah, and speed.
Mm-hmm.
But they fired it up, then shut it down, and started like rebuilding some shit.
Of course, around here, we call that a typical Saturday night. You know, after a few beers.
Yeah.
Or it is Daytona Beach, Florida.
That's right. That's right.
That's just docking.
Yeah. You just it's just. I mean, I call it just like getting past constipation. Particle acceleration. Wow. Yeah, it wasn't very good. Sorry.
Oh shit. Avery, I know you was talking about the guy that does that. Those Batman. They're called college.
College Humor.
Yeah, College Humor. The guy that.
Yeah. He still does them. Like
I haven't looked his up in a while, but there's a guy on TikTok. I can't think of his name. He does these one clips where he's Batman in some Nike vapor mask. And every video ends with him just pummeling somebody. Have you ever seen those?
no.
Oh my god. If I knew a way to send the link, I would.
Hey,
Holy shit! Look who's here.
Can you do me a favor, Todd? The video link I just sent you. Can you play that? I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Oh no.
It's in private chat.
It's porn.
No, it's not porn. It's just.
I wish it were porn.
So do I. But the porn I watch will probably get us all arrested.
Well, I don't know if I can play.
Whoa,
this.
dude! Whoa!
Come out. Fill me in. Fill me in.
No. I mean, I like some weird shit, but nothing like that now.
Well, no, not well, maybe more like embarrassed. I mean, the things that get me up and running nowadays are really, really specific, and
Like Japanese vomit porn.
no, not like that. That's just modern art. That bores me. No, I'm not saying anything else. Todd, just play the video, okay?
Well, I can't play it. I can't play it because we'll get flagged because of Star Wars.
It's not an actual Star Wars thing.
But it is edited Star Wars, so
No,
the algorithm.
Do you think I should try it?
Just skip to the last.
I'll try it.
Skip to the last 10 seconds. You know that.
No, I'll just try it. It's okay. Let's fucking go.
All right.
Aren't you afraid the Empire is going to find out about this little operation? Shut you down? It's always been a danger, but it looms like a shadow over everything we've built here. But things have developed that'll ensure security. I've just made a deal that'll keep the Empire out of here forever.
I got a kick out of it.
That's pretty good. You rolled a natural 20.
I mean that's my contribution for the day. Unless you really want to take a deep dive into the dark, swampy recesses of my id. Please
No,
don't.
we got a ton of stuff tonight. Andrew, welcome back, man. Cool.
I guess we're in about 10 minutes.
So he's just watching.
He's just watching. Well, no, I think he said, "Hey guys, I just walked in the door and we'll be there shortly." So give me about 10 minutes. Okay, so he needs about 10 minutes. So he's here, but he's not here yet. So, hey Doc, how are you? Doc is here.
Hi, I'm here. I thought I was really worried I was going to be late, and I remembered where I was joining. So you guys
Yeah, I know.
just started it on.
We just turned the camera on. Like,
Right.
well, you know what happens is we get here kind of on time. Well, some of us do. Andrew just got here, but he's not here yet. But we get here kind of mostly on time, and then we end up talking in the green room, and half
Yeah.
that stuff we're not actually allowed to talk about.
Because it's so scandalous.
You know.
Ramel, what's
Uh,
up, dude? Where you been?
Long story short, UPS is a horrible place to work this time of year.
Okay, fair enough.
Really? This
Oh
time-
yeah. Oh yeah.
Why is that?
Well, it's because of the increased volume in the heat.
Oh,
And with the heat being so high, the wrong word can start an argument.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Worked we used to work warehouses. Even with the aircon, summers were no joke.
Yeah. So the temperature's high and so are attitudes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have
Alright.
like some kind of like UPS fight ring or something?
Yeah.
UPS Thunderdome.
Speaking of which, August 3rd is my official 30 years.
Damn.
Oh my
Damn.
god, that's
Yeah.
awesome, man! Congratulations,
Crazy.
I think.
Congrats.
I'm-
Retire.
Yeah, I'm kind of proud of that, but
Eh.
yeah.
Hey, the lights
Oh
are on.
man, hey,
bills are paid.
honestly,
Hey man, you got a unionized job. You know, count your blessings.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I don't know it. I don't know anybody that's able to have the same gig for 30 plus years now. Like that's a legit thing. You know?
Yeah. Tell my body that. Oh God.
You're just like you just don't give a shit.
No, real talk. It's like I really, really understand why people do drugs.
Yeah.
Because they're cool and fun.
That's like the we have a Ford plant and we have a I guess a Chevy plant in KC, but like the Ford plant's pretty close to where I live, and like everybody, well, they're doing like insane, like ultra repetitive labor on the line, but they are all fucked up on drugs. Like they're all maxed out on painkillers and Xanax. Everyone that I know, they've been there a long time.
I understand. I
Yeah.
really do.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, it's really nuts. Like just when I was driving up in Cali with Dusty, like everywhere we went, everyone was drugged out. Like I mean everybody. Like we stopped at a really nice Denny's that was Denny's isn't known for being nice, but this actually was a decked out Denny's. It was actually being used as a Tesla recharging station as well.
Mhm. That's
Has
cool.
anybody ever looked up the origins of certain drugs, like how they first got started, like
Right.
the first LSD trip, something like that?
Mhm.
Oh, MK Ultra.
Bicycle day.
Yeah.
I'm back. My internet sucks, man. I restarted it. I'm trying. My second internet is actually down.
Oh,
So I'm so glad I paid so much for this.
You're good. No, but like I was saying, I was the reason why I brought that up. I was looking at a TikTok. They was talking about the origin of cocaine. Like the coca leaf's been around forever, but it was actually a German scientist that actually isolated the properties of that, saying it was something for a numbing effect, and it was used in medicines, and everybody knows it was part of the original formula of Coca-Cola.
Mhm.
I really would prefer they put it back in the Coca-Cola, but hey,
It's used in dentistry a
yeah.
lot, and it's like for like general topical anesthesia.
Yeah, they talked about that. Because I heard, you rub a little cocaine on your gums and it like numbs that shit. So
Yeah, I got a story.
I bet
So-
you
It was like way back when I was like 20 or something like that. Me and my homie, we worked in this print shop. We're doing all this stuff. Anyway, I was over his house. We were getting ready to roll out and do something. We partied. And we were getting in his car, and he's like, I got to run back inside. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And I was fishing around for a lighter, didn't have one. Open up center console. It's like a sandwich baggie full of powder. And I'm like, hoo-ha. Like, lick my finger, stick it in there, all over my gums, And it's like kind of numbing, but I was like, it's just something weird about it. Menthol. I was like, what the hell? So he gets in the car.
that's a
like-
real stupid thing to
This
do.
is like
by
this
way.
is like the middle of June, right?
wait, time
And,
out. You had
hold
no idea what it was?
No, I didn't know what it was. I just figured whatever.
I
Right.
just
It was
figured.
look, man, it was the time in my life, in the place. It wasn't like a like a mystery or like a surprise to have like whatever around. So he gets back in the car and I'm like, dude, what's up with that blow? And he's like, what blow? And I open up the center console. I'm like, this shit, man. He's like, that's my ball powder. It was just Gold Bond medicated powder.
That's for that swamp ass.
Yeah.
Like this shit is trash.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey Todd, I sent you another pic on Twitter.
Oh,
It's
God.
who just won Miss Alabama.
Oh no, I saw that. I can't post that.
Yeah, I saw
know.
that.
Oh, that was a
It's
good story.
hysterical.
That was a good story.
That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, you saw who won Miss Alabama. Did you see who won Miss Maryland?
No,
Uh
is it something?
huh.
Is it stunning and brave?
Yes.
Oh God.
It's just whatever. Who gives a shit?
We're
Again,
living in an
it's
alternate
just-
timeline.
It is an alternate timeline, man. It's just like everything
None of this
is
shit
like
is
this-
real.
I just don't understand. Like everything is like fuck it now. Like
Like-
everybody. You know what it is? I think everybody is so tied up with like their own lives and how everything is on fucking fire that no
Yeah.
one has time to like steer the ship or like it's hard
Yeah.
to steer the
Well-
iceberg when you're trying to like jump in the lifeboat.
Well, you know how they say we live in a simulation.
Uh-huh.
You know, like the theory is it's actually started to look like it might be true. Well, like the simulation just hit its version of the Y2K bug.
Oh, guys.
I think you're right in that sense, because if nothing else, apparently there's a Naked Gun reboot in the works.
See, this
Come
makes
on.
no sense.
Why?
This is not real.
Because
This isn't real.
I guess because the people are too lazy to actually do something original, so they're rebooting a movie from the '90s that was itself a reboot of a cult classic from the '70s. Only the reboot from the '90s starred a man who later became famous for murdering his wife and getting away from it.
None of this makes sense,
Like,
man.
Leslie Nielsen murdered his wife?
Yeah, sure, why not?
He means OJ.
No.
Oh, OJ. Okay, that's right. I forgot he was in
Leslie
there.
Nielsen.
I was like, not Leslie Nielsen.
No.
God,
I
you're so-
know, yet another instance of living in a different timeline.
Sure, why not? It's
I like how Zach is like, yeah.
Yeah. In my
Whatever.
timeline, that's what happened. Not here.
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
In my timeline, yeah, it makes sense.
Oh man.
It makes total sense.
Look, the summer I'm having is just weird. I have a former brother-in-law who, at the age of like 45, has decided to run off to Thailand to become a Muay Thai fighter. My sister is like, yeah, she's broken hearted, but she's also really, really
Yeah.
puzzled because
The only thing he's going to end up fighting is ladyboy cock.
probably yes. I don't know. I don't know what it is about millennials, but why can't they, when they have midlife crises, why can't they do what the rest of us do, which is get an earring and buy a sports car, and maybe like run up with a stripper.
Yeah.
Right.
No. This
normal shit.
yeah,
Coke and whores.
Like go off to Vegas for a wild week and then wake up naked in the desert with with an American flag shoved up your outer hole.
You could have said ass.
Outer
Yeah,
hole.
but that's apparently that's not the politically correct term
What's
nowadays.
an outer hole?
Yeah. No more. I want to know where's your inner hole?
Your back hole. There's the
Yeah,
front hole
I'm scared.
and the back hole.
Front hole and the back hole. Great.
It's a more DIY way of referring to like the ass and the vagina, because apparently, they're no longer specific to certain people.
Talking about the dirty balloon knot.
I need a. We need like one of those like
I
little
haven't
the
heard
more you
balloon knot in a
know.
long time.
Like
the more
I
you
said,
know banners.
that IPA is starting to kick in. So
No, we're good. That's awesome. I need like the more you know as a gift that I could just hit the button and it just like, oh,
Anyway.
Wow.
so I think we were so has anybody seen The Acolyte yet? I haven't. I don't care, but
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Is it bad? Is it good?
I
Is it
watched.
meh?
Well, I've passed out during the second episode. That's not because it's. Well, I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's just because I got thyroid problems. But
I heard it was pretty fucking awful.
It's
I don't know. You know,
it is
hard to-
you. Okay, look here. It's like this.
Everybody's
You
gay?
can plainly tell that the cast has no working knowledge of Star Wars. That the director does not know. There is a style with Star Wars. Now, some could argue that it's shit because George Lucas isn't a great director, but that is the style, right? And I felt there were at times these parts where the way these characters would inflect or intonate, or just deliver their lines, it felt very Disney
yeah.
at times,
Well, they had.
and-
Okay, I'm sorry. You finished. I'm sorry.
I don't know. The robot's cute.
The robot. Yeah. All I know is I saw the So Leslie Hudland. I have a problem with her being like Weinstein's personal assistant, and now.
Oh yeah.
Magically, she went from being a personal assistant to now she's running like
The showrunner, right?
she's a showrunner of Star Wars, and not just one. Like she's being set up to be like groomed to be like a new Kathleen Kennedy, and I'm like, she was a personal assistant, and she didn't like turn in state's evidence or anything. Like
Right.
she knew all the dirty laundry and either didn't give a shit about it or was part of it, and now it's payback because like
Mhm.
she must have like so much blackmail material. It's not even funny. Like
Yeah. But I would say
And,
that, Zach. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like I was watching an interview with them, with the cast, and like, did you see the interview where the guy is like talking about, yeah, I mean, I grew up, because they're now coached to say that you grew up and you've always been a Star Wars fan,
Uh-huh.
and then so they say I've always been a Star Wars fan, ever since I was a kid, and then they say something so stupid that it's really obvious they don't know what they're fucking talking
I
about.
hadn't seen
Just-
it.
You haven't seen this?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, I should play it. He one of the male actors says, they're talking about stuff. I mean, they go on a whole tangent about
Is it
how
the dude
gay-
with the little dreadlocks? The
Yeah,
dreadlock
him.
dude? Okay,
Yeah.
because he's
No,
the worst one out of all of
there's
the cast.
there's another segment with the main female and Hudlin, and they're just talking about how gay Star Wars is and how all the nerds they know are gay, and that's whatever. That's a whole different thing, and it kind of pissed a lot of people off. But
But it
this
is
one-
also true, especially like
Well,
in Star Trek community too. There's
he's
a lot
like,
of that.
so this guy's talking, this actor's talking, and he starts talking about how his favorite part was when Anakin blew up the Death Star.
Hmm.
And he
Wait,
talked about it
what?
multiple times. Like it wasn't like a slip of the
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah.
He's talking about how
Oh.
Anakin blew up the Death Star. And I mean, what do you do with like, I mean, you're like, duh, like, because he was trying to compare Darth Vader to Luke Skywalker. And he was like, well,
Yeah.
Darth Vader blew up planets, but duh, Anakin blew up the Death Star. How many millions of people did he kill for that?
You would
And you're
think
like-
that in such a tightly controlled interview setting, and it's Disney and it's Star Wars, that they just would have been like, "Cut, okay, come in and be like, all right, guy, listen up,
Right.
you got it wrong. Let's roll this again, right? You know what I
Or you
mean?
would, could you I don't know, watch a movie?
Right?
Just watch Star Wars? No one cares if you get stuff. I mean, I don't think any Star Wars fan would be like you don't have to be a diehard Star Wars fan, but if you openly say you're a Star Wars fan,
Yeah.
and then you clearly say something, I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not a diehard. But even I was like, wait, Anakin? What?
Mm.
It's
I mean,
really bad.
I'm not a Star Wars. I have knowledge. I don't have intimate knowledge of it.
Well, I mean, I think we were talking about this in the green room, Avery and I, and I mean, there, all the usual suspects on the internet, Overlord DVD, the Critical Drinker, all the YouTubers, the big Neurotic and all the rest. Basically, the guys who kind of made their name, screaming about wokeness and Star Wars and whatnot. And and then they've all spanned like a whole bunch of imitators. There's a lot of women doing it now, apparently too. There's a lot of female YouTubers who are
yeah, well, that's where the thirsty guys are.
But the thing is that your boy Zach, that guy, he's been posting a lot of not videos about more on the lines of, why are you guys complaining about stuff from a corporation you clearly hate, or why you guys are basically rooting for every movie out there to fail because you hate them so much. Why are you wasting mental energy on this? And the thing is, the answer is because it's fun. There's an audience for it, and the stuff that all the stuff that we like that from our childhood has basically been taken over by a bunch of ideologues, and is basically like everything else in America being run into the ground. But the thing is that it doesn't really matter, because I mean, the worst thing that could happen to any of these guys is if Disney started taking them seriously and actually started making changes, because they would lose stuff to complain about. Also, I think that Disney's not going to change because they can't. The people running it want this stuff, and I think what's probably going to happen is that they're going to keep losing money, and they're going to get to the point where whoever takes over after the current leadership leaves is going to have to start selling assets just to pay off, just to raise money, and that's probably going to be Lucasfilm, because they haven't made back they haven't recouped their original purchase, because it's just been so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is by that point, is anybody really going to care? Because there was another survey I read that was interesting. No one under the age of 30 is watching Star Wars or Star Trek or Marvel. They're trying to go for a younger, hip, diverse audience, like they've been doing in comic books and other media for the past 30 years. Hasn't worked. It's guys like us who are watching this stuff, and there's fewer of us who care anymore. So
I don't know. I would argue that, at least with Star Trek fandom, that kind of seems to have a generational thing. Like, my daughter loves Star Trek Prodigy and stuff like that. That's because I show it to her because I like it, but she does like it. But the thing with this show, it's like, even Ahsoka and Mandalorian, they have a tone, it feels at least a little bit of dark and gritty. But this, the way that the direction and the way that they even cut the scenes together and edit it, there's this really stupid, and I don't want to spoil it, but there's I'm almost going to slip off of the ice into the ravine, and
please don't spoil.
It could have been done so much better. It's whoa, you're going through the cave, and then you open up, it's oh my gosh, there's nowhere to go, right?
Did you see the space fire?
Yes. But
the wing is on
and it's
fire
it's like please don't, and then the way that they show her slipping, it's almost like comedy, woo woo woo, it's like there was no reason for her to really slip, and it was just the feet going blah, 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 it's that's not Star Wars. It has Star Wars music, it does the fades, it's like Star Wars, but this is the first time where I would agree with Zach, where I'm just like, this is very, very Disney-fied and a little bit disgusting.
What you never agree with me? Oh, thanks, Doc. For
No, I agree with you, but I wasn't quite to your level where you were like Star Wars is being ruined by these people, even though the last movies weren't good. Andor is fucking amazing.
I heard Andor is awesome.
It is an amazing show. Like you don't have Andor's amazing because you don't have to be a Star Wars fan to appreciate it.
The only criticism I have about Andor, aside from some of the character choices about some of the characters, is that it's a little too long. They make a mistake that a lot of like these streaming shows do, which is that they try and stretch it out too much. I mean, it was really. I mean, if you talk to the director, he says he basically conceived of it as like several 2-hour movies, which I think basically got chopped in half, and that I think that kind of ruined it because like the first episode of each cycle would always be like really really stretched out and boring, and nothing would happen, and then the second episode would be the one full of action. And when you realize that they were basically like shot at once as like basically a 2-hour episode, it makes sense. But that's a minor quibble. I think Andor was good. Rogue One was good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. They should have. And this is only set like 100 years before the Empire. Like, who cares, man? Go way the fuck back. Go back to Old Republic when there's like tons of Sith, and like make it like it doesn't have to be a mystery like who's the Sith. Just make it a thing like there's a fuck ton of these assholes and we got to go get them. Go back to like you could have done the beginning of the Jedi thing, and that could have been amazing because then there's like those, I can't remember what they're called, like the other species that invented the hyperdrive, and they're like the Rattan. Yeah. You could have had those guys in there. There's just a bunch of stuff. There's just other stuff that they could have done that I would appreciate. Plus, I don't know. I guess I suppose is a spoiler, but I'll just say that in the trailer, one of the big stars is only in there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah,
and then it's like, and that's it. Like, wow. Hope you guys.
Everything you're describing they did in the old extended universe, but that's no longer a thing. Now it's Legends.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's so yeah. I'm gonna keep watching it though, just because whatever.
Hey Andrew. Sorry, I didn't mean to
just dipped out. It's okay.
Right.
If you guys want to, I have so much stuff for you guys tonight. Let's try this out. I've got this thing Avery sent. This is a. Can I make this? I wonder if I can make this bigger. I don't know if I can make it. It's Instagram, so I don't think I can make it bigger. But this is. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I gotta figure this out. Preview, share, video. I got too much shit on here. I'm not going to be able to find it. I have too many tabs, and I can't actually find the Instagram tab. Cool. Hold on. I'm trying. No, I got this. I have so many tabs in my desktop now because I'm working on so much stuff. Here it is. This is okay. Got it. I found it. Okay. You guys see that? Okay. I know it's small.
If you're looking for adventure this summer, escape with Marvel Comics. Fight crime with Spider-Man. Meet the Fantastic Four and watch Captain America in action. May the Force be with you as you battle the evil empire in Star Wars. Discover the secrets of the South American jungle in Raiders of the Lost Ark. And with Marvel Comics, you're never alone because they can go with you in the car or to the park, even on a rainy day. Marvel Comics are your ticket to fun and adventure this summer. If you're looking for adventure...
Dude, why don't they have commercials for comics now?
Yeah.
Because they're silly.
Yeah.
Here, check this out. I got some good stuff for you guys. I'm going to share my entire screen. It doesn't have audio, so it should be way easier. All right. Here we go. Look at all this. This is all original artwork. These just giant slat. Like, look at this shit. So you guys ready for some original art?
Yeah.
Sure.
Darkness, page 6.
I'll be
Darkness
right
number
back.
6, page 8. What's that, Dave?
I'm gonna leave and come back. I'll be back.
Why is your solo view so? Okay, there we go. Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to maximize my screen. Okay, that helps.
Well, because I'm sharing my widescreen.
Oh, that's
So
your
I can-
wide monitor. Okay, yeah, I see
So
that
that
now.
I can zoom in.
I
right?
see that now.
When is Dusty coming back?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
Aren't you guys happy to at least have me back? No?
Hey, Andrew.
yeah. You're great.
How was your trip? You did the Missouri thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
8
How was it?
days and 4 of them were in a car.
Oh,
Wow.
I hear that.
Yep, but that's okay. We went, we did our we came, we saw, we conquered, and we came home.
Cool, man.
So I literally just walked in the door at 8 o'clock, had enough time to log in and then jump in the shower. So
Oh, hey.
I got nice and clean and fresh for all of you.
All right.
Amazing.
Just for you.
So you just got back in?
Yeah. Literally like within the last hour.
Oh, that's good. It was a good trip.
I'm happy to be home.
Yeah.
Love an Art Adams cover.
Look at that. Oh,
That's
so
nice.
juicy. So good.
What's the price on that?
I don't know. I would have to log in. Do you want me to log in? I could, but then I have to refresh stuff. I can do it. Do you want me to log in?
Easily $5,000 with him. So
Oh well, yeah. Let's find out. Because that's part of the fun, right? All right. So give me 1 second. Andrew, you can talk for a second. I'm gonna.
Actually, hey Andrew, I wanted to ask you something. Actually,
sure.
so there's this new YouTube comic book channel called Matt, but with 4 T's, and he recently did like a documentary about the Peonies. You know, Wendy and Richard Peeney, the people who did ElfQuest.
Yep.
And it was fascinating. I mean, I know what ElfQuest is, and I've seen it around. I never was a big fan of it, but
Now, is it a new documentary or has it been
It's-
around for a while? Because I
It's
remember
like
watching.
it's like Matt YouTube channel.
it's like Matt YouTube. It's like like one of those homemade YouTube channels. But this guy, he actually interviewed them, and it's interesting. I mean, I didn't realize that ElfQuest was like she was like Wendy Peeney was like one of the first American artists to be really influenced by anime, and they were also like one of the first to like really start selling like collected editions of American comics. I also didn't realize that she actually helped finance like that first run by winning belly dancing competitions, and she got her start as a Red Sonja cosplayer.
Okay, then I think you're thinking of the same documentary I saw, which was fascinating. Fascinating.
Yeah, it was.
There's another one out there. I'm not sure if it's by the same guy, but it's about the turtles, about Eastman Laird doing the turtles. That is a fantastic documentary.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was some violent shit. When it first came out,
Oh yeah.
and it was like nothing like the Saturday morning cartoon.
Okay, really quick. This image right here. How much do you think it sold for?
Oh, it's already sold.
It is
At
sold.
least $5,000.
Uh-huh.
At
Okay.
least.
Probably closer to
5K?
10.
10.
I mean,
10,
yeah, I
yeah.
believe that's a published cover, right?
Yes, it's Marvel Comics
never-
presents number something.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's not an important cover, but it does have Wolverine on it. So, yeah, I go at least 5, definitely towards what Avery said, 10.
It sold for
You say something like 22, I'm going to spit.
10,250.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Oh yeah, Ramel. Comic art, bro. $10,000 right there.
Well,
Huh?
that's an original.
Yeah.
Yes, an original cover
Uh,
by Art Adams.
Look at this Simon Bisley cover.
Bisley.
That was
I have an
great.
issue. I have an issue of heavy metal with that cover.
Yeah, this was the heavy metal cover. I used to own this. Look, I just love zooming in. Like, look at that juicy paint, man. God, so good. He's just so natural. He's so gifted at this shit. What do you think this cover sold for?
What size is it? I mean, not that that makes a difference on the price, but what size?
That is a good question. It is 24 by 11. So it's 11 inches tall, 24 inches wide. So it's 2 feet long.
I'm gonna go with
25 thou.
Published.
God,
Oh,
that was my guess.
I hate
I'll
to say it's
go-
not going to go that much.
I'm gonna go 26 and 1.
Nope, I go low. 12,000.
8,000. $1, Bob.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, look at how juicy this paint is. My God.
Some of Bisley's stuff, though, yeah. Andrew could be close.
$28,000.
Oh,
Really?
$28,027.
I win.
All right. Well, I is he in big demand or
I think
that's
certain
a
pages,
lot?
certain pages are. Well, certain pages are, and we're also like, and this is a little something you should know that I've learned over the last few years with comic art and fine art too, but I can relate to it more on comic book art because the prices are more normal. The money has been flooding into comic book art because when the dollar starts crashing and the dollar is not worth anything and inflation is high and people are worried about stuff, but they need to put their money somewhere where the money is going to beat inflation. Because if you keep your money in a bank, you're going to go broke. And so that's why people buy real estate and people buy art. And so the art market has been going up because people are putting all their money into art, and that includes comics, right? So all of the collectible markets are on fire right now because everyone's putting their money into it. So it's probably a little higher than it used to be. And that doesn't come back down. Like, it doesn't come back. So it's kind of the perfect time to,
You get rid of stuff.
yeah, that's why Superman sells for $270 in the 70s, and then we decouple from the dollar, and now it's millions of dollars. So this is Lobo from issue number 2.
Oh, dude, that's so badass.
Yeah, and this is, of course, Simon Bisley.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
I think I said I'm slaying the horn gods somewhere.
Oh yeah, Slain is the best.
Now that's a great page, but it's not. It's not a cover. It's not a pinup. It's not something that I would go crazy for. But I go on the low 2,000-3,000 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's even a little high. But is he?
What,
has anybody heard if he has like health issues or something like that? Because you ever notice that the stuff will skyrocket on people if there's
He's still
He's
producing
fine.
stuff.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
No, it's just the market. What? Okay, so 2,000 to 3,000. Anyone else?
I'd
don't
say
know.
5 or 6.
Okay.
I'm going with. I want to say 8,000.
Okay. Yeah,
Because he doesn't do a lot of comics anymore because they don't pay enough.
Right.
This sold for $6,101.
All right. So Avery's definitely on the ball again.
Avery's nailing it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
I'll be honest with you. Both those last two were based on how much I might be willing to pay if I had unlimited money.
Right.
If somebody wanted that for $6,000, I'd walk away and say no problem.
Although, just a few years ago, you would have been right.
I
But
think what I need, whatever my bet is, whatever my guess is, I should just double it and see what happens. So show me something else. Let me see how well I do.
Okay. I'm showing you another Lobo page.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going 5,000 easy on it.
yeah, that should be in the same ballpark because
Yep.
it's
5,000-6,000.
it's a straight money. I mean, that's an even better money shot. That one could be 6 to 8,000. But
Yeah, I'm going lower. I'm thinking the first one sold for 6. This one, the people don't have as much money, so they're gonna go up to 5.
this is a better page, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
I'm up in mine, Bob. I'm going with 10 grand.
God, look at that shot of Lobo right there, dude. That shit is fucking money, dude.
Hey, Romel.
Isn't that awesome?
Romel,
It's so good.
Yes.
do you want to go to Heroes Con next weekend with me?
Heroes Con, where is it?
Charlotte, North
In
Carolina.
my neck of the woods. You could see
It's in
Oh,
Todd's backyard.
Why
This
does
sold
everything
for
have to be on fucking Father's Day weekend?
this sold.
It's
at
always.
7,200.
It's literally nothing's happening. Then one weekend, everything's fucking happening.
That convention's always Father's Day
It's
weekend.
always Father's Day. It's
My
always.
mother called me while we were on the trip back and asked me, says, "Hey, so what are you doing? You going to come by and visit us on Father's Day?" And I said, "No, I'm going to be in Charlotte at Heroes Con." She goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, it's my Father's Day gift to myself."
God, nah, I know that page. That's from Slaying the Horn God.
Yeah, but it's also a painted page, so I mean, you got to put a little more oomph in there for that.
Yeah, but it doesn't have Slain on it.
And it's
Nope,
early
it doesn't.
Bisley.
And it's got a hot chick, but not. Is that a chick? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Really, you're just seeing her face
Early
and her
Bisley.
back. Well, I'd still give it 3,000 easily.
Painted, I'd say 5 or 6. 5 or 6, Bob.
Yeah, I'll say 5, but it could be higher. But
Yeah,
because Slain's not on, if Slain was on it, I'd say 10.
This sold for $2,600.
Wow, that's kind of a steal.
Yeah.
Kind of a
Yeah.
steal.
Oh,
But
what size is it? Because I mean, I know some people it doesn't
12
matter.
by
But,
17.
okay, so it's like comic book page size.
Yeah, a little wider than comic book page.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
if
Ramon, you gotta-
one
you
picture
gotta-
with Slain standing among those skulls, I say
Oh
20.
hell yeah! Oh no, that thing will sell for a fortune. This is another Bisley. This is like a Slaying the Horn God thing, but I think it was like a sequel or something that he did much
Okay.
later on.
Yeah, that's not from the main book.
He's got testicles hanging down.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some hairy balls there.
Got his ball sack
that's,
hanging down.
that's very.
The ball sack alone makes it $5,000.
You know what
You
I
got-
find really weird is that y'all found the ball sack and all that.
I mean, it's
Well, honestly-
right there. It was dead
honestly-
center, bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I had the page blown up so I can see the screen, and that was like what Todd was like focusing on. He was kind of like teasing me with it. Going, Andrew, what do you see here? Do you see something? Do you see something? Do you see his back?
This one actually sold for $690. It looks like $600.
You weren't
Oh,
gonna
wow,
let us
nice.
guess? Okay.
What's that?
You weren't gonna let us guess, huh?
Well, I have. Do you see how many I have? Look, I mean, I have a lot.
Oh, How long are
This
we
one.
live streaming? I mean, I just got here. I'm just kidding.
Do you have any with any Bisleys where you did the Batman Judge Dredd?
No, that's not up for sale right now.
Oh
Look at
God!
Look at that.
No, I easily saw the nipple in that one. So
Titty.
Romel, so you're coming up next week, right? You're coming up next weekend?
I,
Next Tuesday?
I did not know it was Father's Day week. Trust me. If circumstances change, yeah. But right now, I'm still unprepared.
Well, if there's any, not constellation, any upside to the trip, Todd's not going to be there 2 out of the 4 days that we're there. So, I mean,
Yeah, I'm coming down. I'm coming down. I'm doing a cruise for my mom's 75th birthday.
75, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's turning 79. Or no, he just turned 79 and he's not handling it so well. Age is starting to get to him.
How we'll talk about that in a second. How much do you think this went for?
Spread it back out again.
Original pencils, I would say I'd say about 900.
All right.
At least $1,000.
That's probably closer to 3.
Yeah, but that's not a published page or anything, is it?
I think it was published as it is.
Oh, really?
Versus
Okay.
Bear? I don't know.
I'm sticking with 900, Bob.
All right.
I'm going
You
with
got a bid
$1,000
then?
still.
$1,500.
That's a steal.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good deal, man.
What's the size of it? See, I hate to keep
11 by 16, 11 and a half by 16.
Okay, all right. I hate to get onto the size thing, but there are masterpieces of art out there that are very, very small, and you'd never know it unless you saw them in the originals.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys ever seen? What's the one with you Todd? You know which one I'm talking about because we saw it at one of the galleries in New York. It's the Van Gogh. Like the blue one, the very famous Van Gogh painting.
Starry Night.
Starry Night. That thing is like a postcard.
Mhm.
I mean, the original is so small. You'd be shocked
Yeah.
to know it was that small.
Same with the Mona Lisa.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only
yeah.
like this big.
Yeah,
Same
they're
thing
not-
of persistence of memory. Dali's famous melting clock one. It's like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to the Dali Museum in his hometown, and he helped design it while he was
Oh, yeah.
alive. It's also
Oh,
where
yeah,
he's interned. That place is just insane. It's like stepping into this guy's subconscious, right? It's so cool. It's like it looks like a castle, except it's like eggs instead of like the little, I don't know what they call them on the castle top. It's just like, it's really weird. They got a lot of cool shit. He made some amazing dioramas too. Little dioramas like that.
Is that John Buscema Ink by Bill Sienkiewicz?
It is, yes.
$25,000.
No way. 25,000, really?
John Buscema ain't doing any new art.
I know he's not doing any new art, and honestly, there's a lot of that out there. From an art
Honestly-
collector standpoint,
Mm.
$6,000 is
I'm
how
gonna say
far I'd go.
15. I'm gonna go
I'd go
15, Bob. I'm going 15, Bob.
Well, if I'm going 6, it probably went for 12.
It went for 4,551.
So I was
That
closer
is
to
a
6.
that is highway robbery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy.
That
That's
is from a
insane. That is-
legendary run of Wolverine
Yeah.
by a legendary artist, inked by a master,
Yeah, I don't
and a
know.
legendary artist who is no longer with us.
I don't know if the Sienkiewicz inks help that one in sale wise. You know what I mean?
No, Sienkiewicz's work sells for big bucks.
Yeah, I know, but his work,
All right.
his inks on other people, his work is awesome. His works on other people,
Are awesome.
I would buy Kevin Nolan's inks on anybody
I don't. No one cares
Before I
about
would-
your opinion. You're wrong. Your
before
opinion is
I
wrong.
before I would buy a Sienkiewicz page. So
All right.
Dude,
X
whoever
Force
got that
pick-
page got a deal for $4,000.
Look at this.
Greg
Uh,
Capullo, early Greg Capullo.
Was that autographed at the bottom?
Yep, autograph.
Is that inked by Dan Panosian?
It is.
Wow.
I think it is. I could find out.
Yeah, I think I can
Kevin
only
Conrad.
recognize.
Kev-
I think I can
Kevin
only
Conrad.
recognize like one of those characters.
Yeah,
I don't
couldn't
know
name
who-
those.
I couldn't name any of those characters.
yeah, I'm with you on that one.
That was that '90s thing when like every issue had like.
Oh, there's
20
Domino.
I see Domino. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see a headed domino.
One headshot of Domino and that grizzly guy behind her. That's
That Grizzly guy is literally named Grizzly.
Yeah, yeah.
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 That page may be 1,000, but who knows?
No, I'm gonna go. If I had the money, I'd go 3 easy, 3,000.
I'm gonna go
I
in between.
love the ink
I'm
on
gonna
it.
go 2,500.
I wouldn't pay anything for it.
Avery. I love
I wouldn't want it.
the art on it, man. It looks so good.
No, I'm dropping mine down to 2,000. 2,000.
I don't know what this is. It's a little squiggly right here. It's kind of weird. All right, so this one sold for.
It's her hit.
It sold for $3,199.
Thank you. I will take it.
And I'm just gonna. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip this one, but this is just for show. This is a Travis Charest, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because he
It's
paints
really
really,
good.
well. Yeah, look at the detail.
That is nice.
Just crazy detail.
If you could own an original Travis Charest, whatever page, what do you think you want it?
I wouldn't want this one.
I wouldn't want this one. I would want Wildcats X Wolverine and Wildcats.
Oh
X-Men.
yeah. Patron, that would be dope.
Personally, I'd
this
like
is-
anything he did on his creator-owned. What is that, Rocket Girl or something? That serialized Space Girl thing that he did.
Oh yeah.
How
Oh
about that?
guys.
That was much better.
So have you
Howard
have you guys-
Chaykin, early Howard
Have you
Chaykin.
guys ever read American Flag?
No,
I have some of them, but I've never sat down
It
and read them. I
is-
just bought it for the
So
art.
I've just started reading it. It's wicked. It is so. I mean, it's like 1981 or something. It's so beyond. Like, you want to know where like Frank Miller got inspired? Holy shit! Like, it's
Yes,
so,
yeah. A lot of the
is-
tricks he used in Dark Knight Returns, he lifted direct from Chaykin's run on this.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but
what-
you can also see a lot of Jose Luis Garcia Lopez in some of his stuff. So I wonder who took from who. You know?
Well, what's also amazing is like this is like the art. I don't know if you can tell. Like the art on this book is fucking insane. It is so good.
It's
Like-
some of
like-
It's still some of Howard Chaykin's best stuff.
Yeah.
It really is.
I don't
And
have a complete run. That's why I haven't read them, because I have
He did like the first 12
Random
issues. Because there's like
Yeah.
80 issues of it or something. But I think he did the first 12 and then he did a special. But like, holy smokes! Like if this ever was to be an artist edition book, let me tell you, because
Oh, yeah.
like the artwork in that comic is top notch. It reminds me of Stephen Rood. It reminds me of just Frank Miller. It even has like, if you look at some of the composition, it's almost a Mike Mignola, right? Like it's just I see so much graphic design in there. It's just absolutely beautiful, man.
Yeah, but the funny thing is how many of those artists stole it from him and so forth,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Chaykin did,
that's what I'm
Chaykin did a
saying.
lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
A
what I'm
lot of
saying.
people were inspired by
his
Chaykin.
influence is clearly strong, man. Like it's so like this was just great. I was really surprised because his later, I saw Chaykin in the 90s and I wasn't really that big of a fan, but this is just masterful, man.
Well,
It's
he uses a
masterful.
lot of
Like, there's no
poser
question.
nowadays, so a lot of
Does he?
reference and poser and oh yeah.
How much do you think this went for?
I mean, it's got the main character. It's a published page. I'm assuming it's regular comic book size. I don't know what Howard Chaykin
How big
pages
is it?
go for, but I would say, I guess maybe 2,600.
Okay. Anyone else? Avery, are you really asking how big it is?
No,
It's
I'm
10 it's 10 by 6. Okay.
I'm
it
gonna go
went
with
for-
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with $2,000, Bob. $2,000.
It could
$2,000,
easily.
okay.
To me, I say it's worth 10.
Yeah, but how much?
But it could be as much as 5.
5,900, so almost 6K.
Yeah, I could spend 6K on much more stuff.
I don't know. That page is pretty wicked, though. This is a nice.
Yeah,
color.
yeah. What issue number was that, by the way? Was that like issue 1?
Number 1, issue number 1, page 20.
All right, I didn't know that part. I probably would have given it a little bit more weight, being that it was issue 1. But Todd doesn't give all the details that he needs to give.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Well,
shit!
we don't have to grade all of them. I just want to show some cool art. So,
Well,
Yeah,
that
Todd,
one,
you got to be keeping score.
that
I should.
one, an original Miss Marvel, and I'm loving some of those Miss Marvel covers. I'd give, if I had it, 15 grand easily.
wow,
If I had it.
really?
I'd say.
Oh yeah, an original cover.
I'll
Oh,
go
wow.
with $5 grand, Bob.
All right. Avery, do you care?
Nah.
This is 14,583.
There you
Nice.
go. Yeah.
Good. Andrew almost nailed it.
Those
It
those
even has
70
the-
Marvel covers. Wow. Look at
Yeah.
all the dynamic, and the character's really small, but there is so much awesomeness happening on that cover. Forget the character. Whether you like her or not. And I think that particular costume was probably one of her best. When they introduced that costume, that was fantastic. And this was very close to the end of the run. So I think that series only went to issue 23. And they introduced that costume like at 20. So it might have been even the issue before this.
And
But that was
it's also, I
fantastic.
think, from a cover standpoint, it also has everything. It's really good condition. It has everything, right? Everything is on the logo. Like, that's pretty wicked.
Yeah, that's freaking gorgeous.
You haven't even seen the stuff at Heritage. This is. I'm just going to kind of show this. This is Alan Davis.
Awesome.
Just some beautiful faces and some cool imagery.
Oh, that's nice.
Alan Davis is definitely on my wish list.
Yeah, Alan Davis. So I just want to show a couple of these. This I think might be another Alan Davis. Yeah,
Oh, nice. Fantastic Four.
look at that.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's money. That is money.
All right. Well, how much do you think this? Went for?
I would go 15. Matter of fact, you know what? 20 grand. 20 grand, Bob.
20 grand.
Yes.
What about anyone else?
Yeah, I would easily go 20 on that.
20. It went for 4,500.
Ooh.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
What a steal.
Sometimes you can get good deals. I just wanted to show this, a Shane Davis Green Lantern.
50 cents. No, I'm kidding.
That's pretty cool, though.
Apparently, I backed Inglorious Rex too. I got a copy of that in.
Did you? Shit, man.
Yeah.
Was it good?
I don't know. I haven't really looked through it yet. I didn't think I backed it.
Okay.
Apparently I did. It showed up.
Okay, so here's one for you to guess. So I got to tell you what this is. So this is, I'm just going to read it. This is, hold on.
Looks like a pinup from an annual.
It's a special Steve Ditko Spider-Man. It's twice up, so it's large. Steve Ditko Spider-Man pinup artwork during his Silver Age run on the character between 1962 and 1966. And it is this I think the image was used on a bunch of stuff too. Like they end up using that image on a lot of posters. They used it on a 6-foot poster that's supposed to be a really popular poster among like poster collectors or something. And it's twice up, so it's 12.5 by 18.5, so it's not small. And Stanley signed it. So what do you think?
It's very yellowed. I mean, I know it's old, but I mean, the Stan Lee signature alone, at least $1,000. The Steve Ditko original, maybe another 10 to 12 grand. Its significance, 25 easy, I think. Maybe even more. Maybe in the 30s to 40s.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with I'd if I had 25, I'd throw 25 down on it. By the way, Todd, can I borrow 25?
Yeah, really. All right. Anybody else?
Don't know.
Go once. Go twice. All right. It went for $590,000.
Oh shit. Steve's no longer with us, right?
No,
No, Steve
They're
Ditko died,
both gone.
and
They're
his.
both gone. Okay.
You can always tell. You can always tell when something's going to be worth some money because like they write like all this about it.
A
you know?
novel. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's basically like they um what is it? Yeah, I think it's just a kind of a famous image, and like Steve Ditko work on Spider-Man is like really hard to find. And this is like was according to the original owner. In 1967, when I was 12 years old, my dad worked for Playboy and went on a business trip to New York City and was able to bring the rest of the family for an extended visit. During our time in New York, my father was able to pull some strings with a publishing company who arranged for us to meet Stan Lee, as my brother and I were huge comic book fans. From what I can recall of that day, 57 years later, upon entering a large building, we were escorted to Stan Lee's office, where Stan immediately greeted us with a smile and graciously agreed to give us a tour as a parting gift, he signed and gifted the pinup, which we were super excited to receive, as my brother and I were both Spider-Man fans. It was not uncommon for original artwork to be given away to fans visiting the Marvel office during this time. It was a free gift for visiting. Holy shit! Can you imagine? It's worth $600,000. He was like, "Oh, hey kid, thanks for visiting. You and your brother. Hey, this is awesome. Here's a pinup drawn by Steve Ditko. You know, the guy that invented Spider-Man. Here you go."
You know, when I visited the Marvel offices to see you, nobody gave me any free Ditko artwork.
I showed you where
I
the
feel
bathroom
gypped.
was.
You did, but you wouldn't let me go in. You told me it wasn't. There was a sign that says non-Marvel employees or Marvel employees only. I was trying to figure out how to make a white only joke in there, and it wasn't working.
No, it's too bad. It's too hard.
Yeah.
So this is a Frank Frazetta Conan. I'll just go ahead and tell you it's 13,000.
Whew.
Wow.
For a little sketch. It's it's tiny. It's very small.
Yo, there's a documentary, Frazetta documentary coming out. I saw. I follow his daughter or whatever. I think it's going to be coming out soon, or like limited release in the theater or something.
His daughters actually have like a YouTube channel called Frazetta Girls.
Yeah.
Well, there's that documentary that came out a couple years ago, Painting with Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just a re-release of that in like theaters. I don't remember. Let's find out.
Could be. There's that Frank Miller documentary coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Oh yeah, maybe it's just like the anniversary now in 4K. Yeah, so I guess maybe they're just okay. It's just a re-release in like limited theater run. That's what it is.
Okay, it's a good documentary.
Okay, Avery.
Jay Lee, boy.
Jay Lee Spider-Man.
Oh shit, yeah.
Look at that arm, dude. He just like kind of.
It's just ridiculous.
He just chews into it, but it works.
Yeah, it's totally insane. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense, but it's wonderful. I don't care. It's like I need to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm really jealous. He just paints it. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, I really wouldn't pay any money for that. It's all right.
Shut up.
What? Look how dope that is.
Fantastic Four still bookcase. His opinions are invalid
Forever, all eternity.
forever for all of eternity. It's not fair, but but those are the rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
All right,
totally
so
not fair to Andrew,
What
but
do you
I do it anyway.
think?
Those are the
What do you
rules,
think
and I
this would
live by them. I live by those rules. I am perfectly acceptable with Avery's responses.
What do you think this would go for?
Oh, 10,000 maybe? But it may be only 4 or 5, but I could see it being 10.
I'd go 8. I'll be honest with you. I'd go 8.
That's
Just because
reasonable.
just because I know somebody who would buy it from me for 10. You know, I think that's great.
Yeah. Me if I had 10 grand.
It sold for $3,950.
That's a steal for Jay Lee, dude.
That is insane. That is.
Is that
so
not
dumb.
disgusting?
That is disgusting.
That's
That
a
is-
steal for Jay Lee.
Yeah, especially that. Well, because he probably wasn't really known for Spider-Man, but who cares? The artwork is sick.
Oh yeah.
Here's another Spider-Man. This is the intro. This is the.
Oh yeah, I love those issues. I just rebought them recently,
Look
not
at
too
that.
long ago.
He drew the thing that says storm warnings, so he could draw all over it. So it's Power Fist. Look
It's
at that.
it's Power Fist, so it kind of brings it down, but it's still cool.
God, dude, he just sketches the shit out of it.
Yeah, I'm looking at stuff like this a lot, and what's that guy? James Warden,
Mm-hmm.
and the other guy that draws.
James Heron.
Yeah, and what's the guy that draws like that too? That
The guy that's doing Transformers or did Daniel Warren Johnson.
yeah, because they both have those kind of styles. And the guy, and the guy that did the Justice League Dinosaurs, which I hate that book, but that guy's art's cool as fuck.
Well, Darryl Warren Johnson wrote that, and he did like the covers.
Yeah,
But
well, the guy,
it was
the
a
guy
different
who
artist who did
but
the art.
have you seen that artist's other stuff?
No, I've only ever seen his dinosaur stuff.
Dude, go to his Instagram and look at his stuff. His stuff is badass. It's so
Okay.
awesome.
So what do you think? This yeah. What do you
4,000?
think? Okay.
If the other one went for 3, no, 2,600,
Understandable.
and then I would sell it to
2,600.
you for 3.
$2,200.
Yep.
God, what a steal.
Unbelievable.
Dude, we
all
need
right.
to get into flipping art, man. All right, what size?
If I had it, I'd buy that, and I'd just. Oh my God, that Jim Lee image. Is the ink fading, or what's going on there?
Yeah, he must have used this is a Jim Lee ink, I believe, which is why it didn't stand the test of time.
It's
Jim
those
Lee drew
early
this.
Micron Sharpie type pens that
Uh-huh.
faded.
Yes, and so you can tell the different brushes right here.
Oh, dude, if that held up, I'd say 15,000, 20,000. But in that shape, I don't know. Because in a few more years, that ink was going to be that stuff that's faded will be gone.
Mhm.
It won't exist in another 10 years.
Yeah. What do you think?
Jim Lee original full-size published image of Wolverine.
It's a back cover of Wolverine number 50.
I wouldn't pay more than 10, but somebody's gonna. Somebody
If,
would.
if that image was inked with with archival ink, I would be saying $25,000-$30,000.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know why.
How much would it cost to get Scott Williams to ink it, to re-ink it? I mean, really?
That's actually not a bad idea, although I don't know what it would do to the value of it. But I don't know if Ramel, if you're still, is Ramel around? No, he dipped. Where did Ramel go?
I don't know.
He usually jumps without saying anything, so.
I know, that's okay. All right, so this is. You ready? You ready for the price?
I have a door ditch joke coming on, but.
Doc, are you enjoying this? By the way,
I am, man. I am. I'm sorry. I'm really tired today.
No, you're okay. You don't have to talk.
I'm just
It's all
chilling. Just chilling
I'm
a little
just trying
bit.
I'm just trying to be a good host. You just
No. It's fine, man. No, I'm looking and appreciating all the art. Definitely.
You're good.
I don't know what to say because of that ink fade. I really don't.
Would you believe that this sold for, and I'm just making that up because I don't actually know. Would you believe that it just sold for $40,552?
No, I would not believe that.
No.
Yeah.
If it was right, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But the fact that ink is fading and it will eventually be gone.
Yeah.
Because
if it was right, I would think it would go for a lot more than that, actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass, but yeah, not like that.
And it's also like an iconic book. Like Wolverine 50 was a
Oh yeah, Wolverine 50. Yeah, dude. Yeah, with the die cut cover.
Yeah.
That was 50, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. With the yellow die cut cover. You got it.
Yeah.
Here's a nice Rick Leonardi.
Oh man.
Spider-Man 2099.
Rick Leonardi doesn't get enough love. $2,000.
No,
That
he
doesn't
doesn't.
really
I
do
hate to say
anything
it,
for
but it is Spider-Man 2099.
True.
So I'm gonna go 6,200.
Ah,
What issue?
13. Issue 13, page 11.
I'm going a little bit lower than 5,200 is what I'm saying.
3,400.
Yeah, see, I should have gone a little lower.
No, we can just look at this real quick. This is a Will Spertasio, I believe. No, it's Rick Leonardi and Rick Leonardi inked by Will Spertasio.
Okay.
And I just wanted
Oh,
to
wow.
show it.
Oh, that's 201. That's a fantastic issue. That's a great issue.
Dude, that is so good.
Personally, I'd give it at least 5 to 6. Just based on the significance of the issue. It's a gorgeous issue.
Look at that those angles on there. That's gorgeous.
For those of you out there that don't know what happened in issue 201, Cyclops, who was leader of the X-Men, kind of wanted to leave the X-Men because Madeline had just given birth to Nathan, but they wanted to see who was going to be the new leader of the X-Men, and Storm stepped up. So the two of them battled against each other in the Danger Room, and Storm won. And at the time, Storm was powerless. She had lost her powers. She beat Cyclops with no powers.
Oh, that's right.
And he walked away and said, "I accept," and walked away. But you know how she beat him? She tore his visor off, and he would not unleash his power.
Oh, right, because she's
Yep.
like because like he's not physically anything.
Oh well,
He has
yeah,
no-
he's.
Well, I mean, he's trained, but he's not
Yeah.
like he has no superhuman strength.
yeah, and he
So
would-
they were evenly matched till she tears the thing off. He's like,
Right.
That's your
and then
biggest
his powers mean nothing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But it was such a great issue. That entire story was
Yeah.
freaking fantastic.
All right.
Plus,
so
Storm's
what
hot
do
with
you?
the mohawk. Except it kind of looks
What
like
do
a alien there.
Oh, I would easily give 6 to 8.
I would say 10 to 15
Yeah.
because the significance of that issue,
Yep.
as well as who drew it and inked it.
Well, like you said, Rick doesn't get as much love as he should.
Rick does not get the love he should, but
I hate to
Pertasio does. But
I hate to
it's-
say it.
it's worth every bit of $10,000.
People are going to notice. People are going to notice his shit when he's gone. which is sad.
Yeah.
You know, he'll get like John Buscema, you know, people gushing over his stuff when
Once
he's
he's
gone.
gone. Yeah, once he's gone.
Which
But-
sucks because we've met him and he's a fantastic guy.
He was a nice guy. He's an amazing artist. His fill-in issues and stuff on X-Men and New Mutants and all are all beautiful. His Cloak and Daggers were great. Spider-Man 2099 looked phenomenal. He's really, really good. Great storyteller, really dynamic poses.
The Colossus story from Marvel Comics Presents.
Yep.
Just, dude, there's so much wonderful, good stuff in his collection.
Yep.
So, what do you think? What do you think this would go for?
6 to 8. Avery
I'm
says
saying-
10 to 12.
Yeah. I'll go 10 to 12 because of the significance of the issue.
Yep. I think somebody.
$13,050.
Wow.
All right. There you go. There you go.
13,000. Dude, we haven't even cracked this stuff.
I wish Rick Leonardi originals sold like that from him regularly. The way he, you know.
This is
I hate to say it, Todd. There was actually something we were supposed to do tonight.
What's that?
Go over the guest list for Heroes Con.
Oh yeah, I know. That's okay. So just check this out. This is going to be fascinating.
Rob Liefeld from the Wolverine Saga book.
Well, close.
No, that. Wait a minute. Is that Rob Liefeld or is that? Yeah, okay. And Rob Liefeld, 87.
But look at the date.
87.
This is supposedly confirmed by Liefeld. This is a drawing. This rendition of Savage Wolverine in Chains is the work of superstar artist Rob Liefeld, created as a fan artwork in 1987, soon before he turned professional.
That's literally some of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I really like that. It's fucking good. Look at the feet. They're real
I
feet.
know. According to Liefeld, he penciled, inked, and colored the piece. So he did the whole thing. What do you think?
Wow.
How big is it?
$25,000.
No. What size?
10 by 15.
10 by
30,
15?
35,000.
I'm with Avery. I'm thinking it's 20 plus at least. If the story's true. If the whole story's true.
Liefeld confirmed it. So
yeah.
I hate to say it, but it would make that money if it was Deadpool. But because it's Wolverine,
oh yeah,
I'd go low, maybe $8,000.
I love my new Mutants foil cover. By the way, it's so cool.
Oh yeah,
dude. Have you seen all the? No, wait, you haven't seen all the pictures. I've sent them to Todd, but I didn't send them all to you of all the foil books I've bought.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm a sucker.
he is a sucker. He sent me like 50 different fucking images.
Dude,
well,
Liefeld can draw
tonight,
some
we'll cover
hairy
some more
dudes.
questions.
He could draw those hairy guys.
This sold for $1,898.
Really?
Oh, what a fucking steal!
I know, dude. I'm like, really? I should have bid on it. Like, what? Like, I mean, not that I have $2,000 to blow, but like, holy shit, man. I think it would be awesome to have a pre-pro Rob Liefeld artwork. Like, that's pretty dope.
Like I said, it's not Deadpool.
Oh, here you go, Andrew. This is going to be fascinating. This is a Joe Madureira. The first issue he did of Uncanny X-Men, his X-Men run 312.
Mm-hmm.
So classic.
Yep.
Joe Madureira. Early enough, right? What do you think this went for?
It's got a gorgeous image of Storm. Go down a little bit more. I want to see the rest of it. I don't think Joe Madureira's stuff is easy to find. And if you're saying stuff goes for, I hate to say it, but I would probably do 10 to 12. knowing the way the market is going, it's probably double that, 20 to 24. I mean, when do you actually see Joe Maduro stuff out there? And tell me it's 11 by 17 and not half size.
It's 11. It's 11 by 17.
His later stuff that he was doing, he was taking a page of art and doing half.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Avery, do you have any picks?
I'm not sure. It should be a lot.
Well, what's interesting is that I have a couple of these pages that I got from Tim Townsend, and I got them for like a couple $100.
Do you still have them?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
If it's big money, it's time to sell.
It might be. I know. This sold for $3,700.
That's disappointing.
Not bad.
It's not bad, but I was kind of hoping
it's gonna. Well, you know, I think a lot of it is like the only thing that like his X-Men's okay is worth money, but his Battle Chasers is where it's at.
Battle Chasers, yeah.
Woo. Look at that,
Mikey.
I'm wondering how much of that stuff is digital. You know,
is what digital?
Battle Chasers.
No, it's penciled and inked. He did the whole thing.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I've seen the pages. Look at that. Look at that Hellboy.
If Hellboy were bigger on the page, I'd say
look at that.
It'd be worth a lot more, but that could still easily be a $5,000 page.
I love his compositions are just so fucking good, man.
Because some of Mike Mignola stuff gets big money.
Yeah. What's always crazy about him to me is like he draws like this Dark Horse art board is so strange because they ask you to put all of the essential art and the lettering in the same area. Like there's because you notice there's just like the bounding box and then the bleed. There's no other line where you would draw to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think this would sell for?
I don't know what Mike Mignola's originals go for nowadays, but I'm betting it's going to be up there. A published page, probably in the 20s.
Avery, any ideas?
I don't know because Hellboy's not that big on the page. 5.
Let's see.
Ish.
And it sold for 5,100.
Damn, I suck at this game.
Nailed it, man. This is another Conqueror Worm piece by Mignola. You got a lot of panels on this page.
Lobster Johnson.
Look at that. Some Nazis. Got gunfire. Dude gets shot. And then you got some more people getting shot. Look how graphic that shit is, dude. God. I love that picture of Lobster Johnson. That's so cool. And then
All Hail the Conqueror.
What do you think? 9-panel page.
How much did the other one go for? You said 5?
5. This is probably same ballpark for 4 to 6. Is my guess because Hellboy's not on it at all.
I also just noticed that this panel layout right here, right,
makes a swastika.
It makes a swastika. Yeah, it goes down like this and up like that. I just noticed that. That's awesome.
I don't think I noticed that back when I read it.
I never noticed that. I've never noticed that. But
you don't notice it in color. You only notice it in black and white.
That's how good he is, man. I I never would have noticed that. I zoomed out and I was like, wow, I see a shape. What is that shape? And my eyes kind of followed it.
Swastika.
Hmm.
Mike Mignola, Nazi confirmed.
I wonder.
And
if
you know what's interesting is the panels read that way too, because you can go from here's the claw, to here the firing of the muzzle, to someone getting shot, to more people kind of falling, or you can see like these guys turn around, people get shot. Lobster Johnson is shooting them, and the guys get shot.
Yeah, you can read it.
You can read it each way, so that is fucking nuts. Now that I know that, I wish I could afford it, but that is nuts, dude. I've never seen that.
As an artist, you'd pay big money for that page just because of what he pulled off there.
That's
Most people are just going to be like, it's not a big picture of Hellboy. I don't want it. $2,000. I don't want it. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Look at what he did.
I'm gonna have to drag and drop this later. What do you think? Just to keep it, what do you think it went for?
4,000.
Yeah, easily.
$3,190.
See, that's people not knowing what they're looking at.
Well, it's because it doesn't have Hellboy or something.
Because it doesn't have a big picture of Hellboy. But as an artist and a storyteller, and you look at that and see what we saw, you go, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Mike Mignola from
Cosmic Odyssey.
Cosmic Odyssey, dude. Oh my god.
Wow. You know, it's not Hellboy. So I hate to say it, it probably wouldn't go for a lot. But that's some early great Mignola stuff.
Super influential to artists, man.
Yeah. And thing is, though, Mike Mignola was fully formed Mike Mignola when he drew this. I was watching interviews with him. The inker put in the comic bookiness to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that reminds me. I'll tell you a little story. Avery probably will know this, but because he saw the same thing. But what do you think this sold for?
$3,000.
Yeah, it's that ballpark. I think it's worth more, but yeah.
2,700.
That's a steal.
Yep.
And then I'll just
more Cosmic. Dude, who's showing up that has all this shit in their collection?
I know.
Wouldn't it be great if it was Mike Mignola? But I guarantee you, it's probably not.
There's no way.
No, it's some dude who bought this stuff for $50 to $100 a page decades ago.
This is I'll just go ahead and tell you so we can keep rolling. This one went for $2,600. Andrew, here's a pop quiz for you.
Sure.
Because and Avery, I can't ask Avery because I think he knows, because I think we were watching the same Mike Mignola interview.
Okay.
What was the straw that broke the camel's back for Mike Mignola and made him quit work at Marvel and made him start Hellboy? What was the impetus? Do you know?
I have not heard this story. I'm not 100% sure. I'm almost certain it would have had to be somebody changing his art. You know, that was one of the reasons why, Adam Hughes stopped doing covers for Wonder Woman, because or Frank Cho.
Mm-hmm.
Did it have anything to do with Art Adams?
No.
Okay, because I know at one point, one of them was dating somebody and then broke up, and then that woman became the other one's wife.
Oh no, that was something. That was like Lynn.
Okay.
I don't remember. That was yeah. I know.
It wasn't a Lynn. Yeah. No, that was Mignola and Art Adams.
So
okay,
I'm going to tell you this.
Sorry.
I'll tell you the story really quick. So basically, it was the answer is X-Force #8.
Really?
My all-time favorite comic.
Yeah.
X-Force #8. And what happened was he was in between gigs or whatever, and he was always busy. And so they gave him X-Force #8. And he was super big into doing covers at that point, right?
Yeah.
And he took the job, but he was like, well, I want to do just I want to do the cover for it. And they were like, yeah, okay, fine. So he drew X-Force #8, the interior. While he was drawing X-Force #8, that was when the Image stuff took off, and Rob Liefeld left, and there was a whole big hullabaloo about all that kind of stuff, right? So basically, Rob Liefeld leaves, and this book hasn't come out yet. It had been delayed, probably because Rob Liefeld left. And Mignola was like, said he called in a couple times saying, hey, what about the cover for that? And they were like, oh, we're not really sure yet. But yeah, you're going to get it. Just it's going to be a minute. And the next thing he knows, it's on the stand with a Rob Liefeld cover. And he was furious that they gave the cover to Rob Liefeld, who had left, had just like basically told the company to go fuck yourself. And because it was just Rob Liefeld, they put a Rob Liefeld cover on there. And he was like, that's it, I quit. And in fact, while he was doing this, while he quit, because he had finished X-Force #8, he was working on this. This is the only image of it that I know of. This is an X-Men and Fantastic Four book that he was working on. And this is like the pinup that is for it that made it. And so he did this image, and while he was like, hey man, so am I doing the cover or what? And then saw that they basically dissed him, someone who had been at Marvel, who had been turning in his books, who had always been the pitch hitter, like showed up and did the work, right? Was never late. He's like a professional. And they literally gave some guy quits in a spiteful rage to start his own company, tells Marvel to fuck themselves, and they're like, well, fuck it, we'll put one of this guy's covers on there. It was the cover to X-Force #8. Yeah, it's awesome. He's still bitter about it too, but not so bitter because he started Hellboy, right?
Yeah,
He's
it
like,
worked out. And this
out.
this whole image is goofing on Rob Liefeld with all the extra crazy pouches.
Yeah, I was just gonna comment on that. Like even Thing had a bunch of pouches on his arm. It looked like.
Yeah.
He was the whole thing's a gag.
Yeah. You can tell he's pissed off actually, because he's a really specific artist. I'll bring it back up. He's a really specific creator. Like he doesn't have a joke in him really. Like if you look at his artwork, right? But you can tell he was just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, look at Cyclops' leg pouches or what?
Like
It's crotch pouches.
He's got some crotch pouches.
He doesn't even have a belt. They're just velcroed on.
Yeah, he just has some crotch pouches, and even Wolverine.
That's actually really
like,
funny.
Look at Wolverine. He's got the same thing, like some giant
pouches and grenades for a grenade launcher he doesn't have.
Right.
Yeah, and there's like some kind of wire sticking out the back for some reason. Like you could tell he was just like, "Fuck it." The guy draws pouches. I'm drawing pouches.
Although, dude, the way he drew Cable's cybernetic arm is off the chain.
Yeah, that's badass. Actually, you're right. That is very cool.
Like if he were to draw a Cable book and it looked like that, oh shit!
He's the guy that made me like Cable. Like I thought Cable was kind of cool, but the minute I saw X-Force #8, I was like, this guy's a badass. I was like,
I was so disappointed he wasn't the regular artist, and so many fans hated that issue. And I'm like,
I know. I don't know why they hated it.
It's fantastic.
It has been. I have like 3 copies of it. It's just one of those books. Whenever I see it, I buy it. Like I love that book so much, man.
Didn't Rob Liefeld do the layouts for that issue?
Yes.
So
Rob Liefeld, I'm convinced, is like one of the. That's where his mastery is, man. Is his layouts. Like he just has really good superhero layouts. And John Romita Jr. My favorite John Romita Jr. book is the book that he is Cable, the one that was done that had layouts by Rob Liefeld. I had no idea.
Todd? Is it me or is it Todd?
It's Todd.
It's Todd.
He's got his O face on.
Oh. Oh. Oh man. Hey, working from someone else's layouts is kind of nice, actually. I've done it where I just
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I did it on a project and it came out really good.
He's back.
I'm back.
You're froze up, buddy.
I know, man. My internet's trash.
Working from somebody's layout sometimes it makes it a lot easier sometimes because some of the hard work in drawing a comic is figuring out the storytelling and the composition.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
that
can
just like relieves you to just like do the art part and just
just make it look cool. Yeah, just make it look cool. The same with inking. It's like all the hard decisions have been made. All I have to do is make it look cool. It's not bad.
Nice, Frank Miller.
Yeah, from Hell and Back. The weakest of the Sin City books.
Yeah, he was starting to fall off. 6,100.
Wow.
This one only because it's Jason Pearson.
Oh yeah, he's no longer with us, and it's Deadpool, so that could be a 10,000.
10 to 12, yeah.
Yeah. Not only it's Deadpool, it's Lady Deadpool, and another kid-looking Deadpool, and it's like 4 Deadpools.
He was so good, man.
Jason Pearson was good.
This went for 2,600.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
Because it's not like there's more Jason Pearson artwork coming. Oh, 5 Deadpools. There's the head. It's like 5 Deadpools.
And the dog was in there.
Yeah.
Let's see. John Paul Pope. Let's see if I can. This is a nice Captain America, John Romita Sr.
Senior's fantastic.
He's really fucking good, dude. Look at that.
I love his Spider-Man. Oh.
That was a pace up. Somebody had to redo that thing. This went for John Romita. So 5,200. So not terrible.
No, it's cheap.
This is dope looking. Here's a Punisher Warzone.
Oh, by Junior, by his son.
Yeah.
John Romita Jr.
Look at that Punisher.
There's got to be a better way to do paste ups today than stickers that turn yellow.
Oh yeah.
There's got to be a better way to do it now.
Let's see. How much? What do you think? I'm gonna guess 5,200. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
35.
35.
Possible.
Holy shit. 1,430. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
That's insane for Punisher Warzone. It's an early Nexus page. I'll skip that unless you want to see it. Do you want me to zoom into it?
Yeah. Zoom in.
This is Nexus issue 20, so super early.
Oh yeah. Still beautiful. Steve Rude's fantastic. Oh, I backed the Kelsey Shannon's Nexus book with my.
Nice.
I backed that the other night.
Yeah, he's dope. Kelsey Shannon's awesome. Look at that.
Steve Rude, dude. He's the heir to Alex Toth.
Yeah, he is. Alex Toth didn't think so, but yeah. Have you ever read? Have you ever?
Sometimes Toth could be a curmudgeon.
Have you ever read the Alex Toth letter to Steve Rude?
No,
Oh,
I've
I
heard
haven't.
about it.
I have
heard
it. Steve Rude sent him sample pages, and it was a Johnny Quest story. And Steve Rude murdered him. It's brutal as fuck, to the point where I'm like, dude, it's laughable.
Oh yeah. Toth murdered him. Yeah.
Toth just murked him. You're like, okay.
Yeah, I think you have read it to us.
Yeah.
All right, almost there for Comic Link. We can do the heritage stuff later another time because it's such a shit ton. Electro illustration, that's okay. Darkness, that's all right. That's a cool page. That's kind of cool, like just for the stuff. But I mean, like, look at those lines, right?
Is this Silvestri?
Yeah. It's just like monster ink lines.
Yeah.
Like, I did stop liking his stuff after after Wolverine 50 was the cutoff point, because then he started drawing like Jim Lee.
But some of that new Batman duo book with Batman and Joker,
that looks amazing.
I want a black and white version. I've seen where somebody has a French version where they did it in black and white and it looks badass. But I don't know if there's an English version. I can't find it.
I'm sure they're gonna do a black and white version. Here you go. How about Red Sonja drawn by Bruce Timm?
That's nice.
Nice.
What do you think?
Bruce Timm's such a naughty monkey.
I don't know what Bruce Timm goes for nowadays, but probably $9,000, maybe.
Nice sequins. I assume those are supposed to be sequins.
Yeah.
They're like little
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like
little medallions.
Yeah.
Something. Guys, I'm going to look like I'm doing something else. That's because I am, but it's for this. So if I'm like not here, kind of, I'm trying to do something fun before the end of the show real fast.
1,866.
Cheap.
Not bad.
No.
That looked
Not
good,
bad.
man.
Okay. Production art. Lynn Varley's colors for Dark Knight.
$10,000. But it's the colors. It's not
I'll
on
say
the
more.
1,600.
That's it.
Yeah, you guys.
I love this book. I love that book so much.
Yeah, it's such a
Dude, that artist edition is amazing.
You got it, right?
Yeah. That's the reason I sent you some pictures.
Yeah, it's sick.
It came today. It came in the mail today.
Oh man, what do you think?
It's beautiful.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just heartbreaking some of the pages they weren't able to get for it.
I know. Well, it's amazing if you think about it. It's kind of amazing that they get as many pages as they do.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you track all that down?
You got to be able to track that shit down. So, what do you think? What do you think? So, a couple grand? What?
I said 10.
10 and Andrew
1,600.
1,600. 8,977.
Wow.
Lynn
For Lynn
Varley's
Varley's colors. That's pretty good.
Yeah, she's starting to get the credit she deserves. Oops.
She was an integral part of that era of Frank Miller stuff.
She was. Oh, this is just a cool lineal U. I thought it was pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah, that's pretty cool. Your Not Sun by your clone who's older than you are.
Yes. And this is like, I mean, if you want to go, you want to look at just a little bit more, or are you guys out?
No, you're fine by me.
No, I'm
Well-
good. I'm just trying to do something fun for the close of the show. I'm still here though. Yeah, that's cool actually.
Yeah, I'm working on something else too, but it has nothing to do with the show.
I just got a
I'll
wild
make it.
hair at
I
my
can make
ass.
it.
See if I can
I
do
can
something
make
real fast.
I'm balancing my checkbook.
Oh,
I got a commission. I got to work on.
All right. Well, we don't have to stick around too much.
no, we can stick around. I just want to do
We
this
can- we can
like
stick around for-
AI music, man. I'm trying to do something fun.
Oh, nice.
I started using this Udio.
Oh yeah, I was gonna fuck with that. It's all over my timeline with what they're doing.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it right now. So give me like 5 minutes. Let's see what I can come up with.
Oh, is that the one where they use it to make like Hank Hill do raps? Like, you know.
No, it's just like the voice engine is really fucking good.
Yeah.
The
Pro-
sounds are great.
Yeah, pro musicians are using it. Basically, there's two apps that people are using. One is there's an AI tool that it'll strip out all of the instruments. So even if someone's singing on top of it, you can take a song and it'll pull out the drums, the bass, the guitar. It'll pull out all of it into its own layers. And then if you fuck with it a little bit or add a couple things, then you toss into this Udio thing, and the Udio is amazing at sequencing. So it'll resequence and kind of, people are doing it for remixes.
Yeah.
They're taking their favorite track and like pushing it in and creating weird remixes.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna totally. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. So check this out. This is it's a 12-page thing, so I won't do the whole thing. But this is like a lot of this original creepy art. But look at this. Can I get? Where's it bigger? There. You see that?
That's good.
Isn't that awesome?
Dude, some of those old horror comics had amazing artwork.
Look at that style on that face up there.
Yeah, it's really good.
Screaming skulls. Yeah, the styles are great, man. Like, and this is a 12-page story, so I won't go through all of it, but
And they have all of it for sale.
oh, sorry, it's issue number 12, complete 1-page story. My bad. So this
Oh,
is, it's only 1 page. But yeah, that's
Okay.
fucking sick, dude. Check this out. The Al Feldstein Vault of Horror, the Horror Keeper sidebar illustration that was on like every book.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Weird Science cover, like the title. I like that. I love these fonts, man. I'm gonna like
Oh, yeah.
steal some of them. Teenage. Here you go, Doc.
Awesome.
Is that from a Chick track?
A chick track.
Those you know what I mean? Those comics like where Ethan took the Laughing Man.
Oh, probably, yeah, yeah. Teenage
what-
dope
what-
slaves.
Those comics that were like anti-drug propaganda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Simon Bisley. But this is like one of his newer ones. I'm not as hot on this. It's still good though.
Yeah, it's still good. It's just
It's like thinner paint or something. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Get to a certain age, you just don't want to work as hard as anymore. John Buscema and Joe Sinnott. And this is a signature collection, so all these pages are going to be like,
yeah.
just shit ton when they're done.
Almost looks Kirby-esque.
Yeah,
Oh wow, is that John Byrne?
yeah.
That's dope.
since She-Hulk.
If they had made the She-Hulk TV show an actual adaptation of the
It would
John
have been
Byrne,
awesome. That was what it was supposed to be, man. Like with the fact that they didn't actually look at the John Byrne She-Hulk run, which is the She-Hulk run. It just shows they don't know what's up. You know what I mean?
yeah, if they had done that show based more on that, it would have been a hit. They would have had the superhero meets Ally McBeal thing they wanted to do.
Yeah,
they could have had it.
Well, also if they also spend a little more money on the special effects.
Yeah.
As well. I mean the CGI for that show wasn't exactly up to quality, if you know what I mean.
People can overlook that if the story's good. People will overlook that if the story's good.
Here's Howard Shakin sketch.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I like the angle.
It's like simple. It's simple,
Mhm.
like, but it's got so much gesture in that
The
face.
grimace is so like good
Yeah.
on that.
That's some good shake and bake. I always want to call Howard Shakin shake and bacon.
Shaking bacon. Look at that.
It's one of the Kuberts, isn't it?
No, this was Ron Garney.
Oh wow! What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool, right?
Yeah. Oh, did you ever look up that New Mutants thing I told you about on Instagram?
I think I did. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that post I put in the stream? Speaking of new, or in the Discord, speaking of New Mutants.
Let
me check.
No.
Let me show you something.
Did I? I don't remember.
Let me show you
Dude,
something. It was like a Twitter post.
Do you remember this? This is like a famous Adam Hughes piece.
Yeah. From
Andrew?
the swimsuit edition.
Oh yeah.
From the swimsuit edition. Like, oh my god,
That's
what a
cool.
good illustration.
That's nice.
Oh, he's so good. He's so good. Are you sharing something, Doc? No. There's a newer Jay Lee.
Sorry. The thing I'm working on.
Look at that, Jay. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. His evolution's been weird, man.
It really has been.
It's like he kept some things about his anatomy the same, but then kind of got like Paul Pope-ish with the inks.
Yeah, yeah. He brushed it. It's like he brushes it fast still. But that's where maybe that's just some of his power though. Like his power is like in that he's like his pencils are super tedious, but his inks are super fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Steve Lytle.
Oh yeah, hasn't he? Didn't he pass?
I think so. Yeah.
That's the guy who never got as popular as I think he should have.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
100%.
he was so good.
He was super good. Look at this. You ready for this?
Jungle Adventure.
Andrew, you want a Jungle Adventure page?
I would love a Jungle Avenger page, but not with him fighting Apocalypse. I want one with the dinosaur
The chick.
or the barbarian chick. Yeah. Still nice.
Yeah, man, Wolverine got him from Death by Snoo Snoo.
Man, I still haven't watched. Speaking of Apocalypse, I still haven't watched the X-Men '97.
Oh yeah.
I was so big on Apocalypse, you know, like I still remember a bunch of his lines, like "I am as far above mutants as they are humans" and shit like that. Like I fucking loved Apocalypse. He was so
It was
badass.
super. It was really good. X-Men '97 is very good. Very good.
All right, yeah, I gotta watch. I wanted to do I need to watch find a recap of the original series so I can remember what the full storyline is.
Ooh, Mike Mignola Dracula page from the adaptation of the Francis Ford Coppola movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in my opinion, where he ended up getting his Hellboy style.
Yeah, this is where he really solidified as Mike Mignola that we know. It's a beautiful book, dude. It's one of the best comic book adaptations of a movie. But
really is.
but he didn't have to guess. Like a lot of comic book adaptations, they don't have a lot of information. They just have to go with some basic.
He was on
shit
set.
they give him. Yeah, he was on set, dude. He had photo stills. He had tons of access. And it made a difference, dude. It's a really good adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I was listening to him talk about how his styles evolved, and he was just like, he said he kind of realized that like he was just looking at Kirby and realized that Kirby had so much power in the dynamicism of his work, even though he didn't have the most anatomically correct stuff, and so he was like, so I just stopped worrying about the anatomy. All right, it worked. You know, I would say like his stuff is better looking than half the stuff that has better anatomy. So, you know,
Yeah, there are people working at Marvel and DC and mainstream comics now who can draw technically proficiently. Like they're really good.
Yeah.
I'm just not excited by their stuff.
Yeah, that's how I am.
And I can't put my finger on why. It's like technically this is good, but something about it just doesn't grab me.
Yeah, I'm the same way, and that's why I'm trying to get a little more stylized in my stuff and a little more fluid or something.
Yeah. I like the guys whose stuff is kind of raw, like Daniel Warren Johnson, the guys I was talking about earlier. Like what they're doing, I find interesting. I'm like, man, there's a lot of power in their stuff, a lot of power, a lot of motion. It's really cool, crazy distortions and weird angles.
Yep. Andrew, do you remember this?
Oh yeah. Wasn't that one of the graphic novels or something else?
Yep, it was one of the graphic novels. It's the cover to well, it says Punisher War Journal number 33, but they used it as like a magazine cover and a hard.
Is that like Ray Largo or something like that, or
the artist?
Yeah.
Is it Joe Jesco?
Tom Palmer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We were both wrong.
Well, live and learn.
I'm back. Here I am. I got this.
Yay!
I can make it. Stephen Platt, unpublished cover art from Marvel.
Wow. Splat.
Look at this thing.
What?
This thing.
Yes.
Crazy.
Dude, that's insane.
Oh, that's
Dude, those arms are huge.
I hate it and love it at the same time.
Yeah, when this guy came out, he was a huge success. People loved him, and I hated him. I couldn't stand it.
I hated it too.
It's the worst shit. But like, yeah, now I look at it and I'm like, no, I totally get it. Like that's actually kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. Dude, his stuff he does now is dope.
Yeah, he's good.
He's one of those dudes that got real good.
Kind of a classic John Romita Jr. page.
That's great.
Wicked.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that is just wicked. Look at those legs. Damn, dude.
I love the
one of
feet.
things
Like he really stuck the heels into these dudes' heads. You know, just like whack,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I
That's
just
the kind
fully
of thing.
extended.
That's the
when-
kind of thing that makes John Romita Jr. good.
Yeah, when John Romita Jr. is on point, you can't beat him. I love how I can see exactly how he draws his figures. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Bam.
Right? Like they're just
Same thing
like-
with the palm of his hands. Like he really
Yeah.
put thought. He really put thought of how to like, you know, like really, really great.
and like one guy's wearing white and one guy's wearing black.
Yeah. I also love like there's this contrast where, you know, the bad guys, they're all very blocky and stocky, right?
Yeah.
But Spider-Man's like rounded, he's svelte, he's moving and fluid, and it makes a really good contrast between like look at their legs, look at their trunks, you know?
Yeah.
And then he just comes in and like boom, and it adds to the like dynamic qualities of like what Spider-Man's doing, because I mean, like he's in this action pose, right? But the action's really coming off from the effect. It's not like what Spider-Man's doing. It's the effects of what he just did there. And so it creates like this really nice contrast between like the big bad blocky motherfuckers and like him just coming in and just knocking them, putting their dicks in the dirt.
Yep.
How surreal must it be for Junior to have multiple runs on Spider-Man
Oh, I know.
and his father's legacy as well on Spider-Man?
Oh yeah.
Like your dad had his father defined the look of that character
Mm-hmm.
for a very long time, and then he himself had multiple runs. Heck, Junior's had multiple runs on X-Men, Spider-Man, and Daredevil that were all great.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
And you have to live in the shadow of your dad, who was a master. And he's done it. He's done it quite well. You know, Silvestri. Really good Silvestri. Like Silvestri.
Legendary page, man. Legendary run.
I love Dan. I've heard, I don't know how true it is, that Mark Silvestri doesn't like Dan Green inks on him, but I love it. I think they're phenomenal together.
Yeah, I thought they were like the magic. I know. I can totally understand why, as an artist or an illustrator, you would like hate this kind of style on you. But I thought they were magic together. I thought they were absolute. I thought it was like.
I thought so too.
I thought Silvestri Green was Scott Williams, Jim Lee.
Yeah, me too. Before Scott Williams, Jim Lee. They were. It was just. But I loved all the X books back then, dude. Blevins was on New Mutants. They were doing X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and Walter Simonson and Louise Simonson were doing X Factor.
Yep.
And I loved it all.
Yeah. Look at this.
Could
so
you
good.
imagine what we would have gotten if Brent Blevins left and went and joined Image
Oh,
who knows?
instead of Rob Liefeld?
oh yeah.
But-
Had they done that break earlier?
Yeah. But thing is, though, when Blevins was on the book, New Mutants was being threatened with being put solely to comic shops and taken off newsstands because it was only selling around 100,000.
Yeah.
Only selling 100,000 copies a month. Only.
Yeah. Look at Wolverine climbing up, dude. That's so sick.
Oh yeah, his gestures are fantastic.
He really had it, man. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
It's also someone that, if you really look at it, it kind of looks. I mean, look how sloppy but cool it is. It's really someone that these early Wolverines also remind me of like a Mike Mignola.
Yeah. I saw some. I think it was Andrew one time had some very early Cloak and Daggers, and they weren't all Rick Leonardi. There was one in there that was Mark Silvestri, and there was one in there that was a very early Mike Mignola, and you almost couldn't tell some of it apart. Was that you, Andrew, that had those?
Probably. There was also the Strange Tales with Cloak and Dagger, but that was mostly Brent Blevins as well.
Yeah. It was some
check
Cloak
those
and
out.
Dagger books. I just remember one of them was Mike Mignola, another one was Mark Silvestri, and there was a lot in common between all that stuff. Oh, that's
Look at that!
cool.
Look at that
Very
sheer
perky.
dress he drew. Huh?
Very perky.
Very,
Yeah.
very perky. Banana slopes.
Oh God, it's so good. There's some classic, like, old school horror stuff. I'm trying to get some of these covers so I can kind of model them and kind of look at some of the lettering. I think when I start doing the adult fantasy comic here, I'm going to start getting a letter file, like a logo file together. Like a cover file, logo file.
Dude, I love that right there. That's fucking
Right?
awesome. That last
it's
one.
like
yeah,
like
looks-
special effects, like special effect works and stuff like that. Like, look at that shit. Jesus.
Radium.
It was a cover of a comic in the 50s.
I know, it's
Jeez.
awesome though.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I love the detail on the black cat lettering there too. Looked
Oh
really,
yeah,
really
that's what I'm
nice.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
and that's all
Oh,
hand done. So
yeah, I know.
kinda like-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
that's
that's really, really
that'd be-
nice.
Yeah, I'd really like to like copy that or something. Like, kind of see if I can, you know. It's a Marvel Tales cover. Dead of Night. So good.
I love this art style so much, man.
Yeah, me too. It was much more rendered.
Mm-hmm.
Like here's Black Cat Mystery. Like, yeah, isn't that awesome? Like, you can see the marker in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even though it's a paste up. It's a paste up, but it's like they didn't have copy machines. You know what I mean? Like, it's a paste up of an original art piece, I think.
Yeah, they had to draw it and cut it out.
Yeah. Look at that.
Dude, that's so good. Look at that figure, dude. That female figure. It's really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those brush lines are beautiful.
I
Mm-hmm.
love the brush lines on this. You know, I know it's all scary and stuff, and I don't want to scare the kids, but man, some of the stuff is like, how much is this going for? $8,000. Oh, and it's gonna go for tens of thousands because it's got 13 days left, so it's probably gonna go in the 50s to 100s. This is the signature collection, so all this stuff is gonna go for a fortune. Chamber of Chills covers are ridiculous. Look at that.
Yeah, we got to do a horror comic with some of the darker characters in AF,
Yeah.
and trade dress them like this.
Oh yeah. Classic. Oh shit. This is already at $13,000. Look, and this is a cherry. Look at that. This is John Buscema and Joe Sinnott.
That's
Fantastic,
nice.
Fantastic Four and Galactus.
And my boy, Big G.
Is that
Fucking love
a
Galactus,
Tiny
man.
Silver Surfer?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. This is 1972.
And the page looks that good. It's been taken care of.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you can still see the blue on it. Like, this is cherry, man. This is going to go for a fortune.
Yeah, that page has
Love-
been that page has
Justin.
been well loved and taken care of.
Yeah, Joe Sinnott's a fucking king, dude. Oh God.
Oh,
Oh God.
oh yeah. Hey, one of the foil covers I bought is this series of Wolverine issue 1 foil cover.
Mm. Look at that, dude. What? God.
Yeah, that stuff's amazing. That's the reason. I bought that black and white Epic edition or whatever. So good. I remember that when I was a kid and I saw some of this stuff on the shelf. I was just like, why is Wolverine? What? I didn't understand. I was too stupid.
Just the illustration, man. Like the calf muscles and the fucking weight. Oh my God.
John
Dude.
D's armor was amazing.
I wouldn't want to be the Hulk's like personal tailor if he didn't like
yeah.
to cut or fit.
Yeah, right. That's.
I mean,
that's-
you'd constantly have work though. You know, you're like would you bust out your sleeves again, guy? Like, I got
Yeah,
you.
that's Joe Fixit. That's the
Yeah,
guy.
right. This is cool.
It's like a spread from
Yeah.
John Byrne.
Does Wolverine have like an Errol Flynn mustache? Is that is Wolverine up
No,
there, right?
that is-
that?
that's,
No, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, that's what's his name? Bat. Oh God, Bat.
I can't remember.
Andrew.
Isn't that the guy that trained Hawkeye?
Yeah.
I can't remember his
I
name.
want to say Batten, but it's not. It's Oh shit. If Andrew comes back, we'll have to get him. He's gonna know in his heartbeat.
But
Andrew-
it is essentially Wolverine costume with the Errol Flynn mustache. let's be
I mean,
honest.
yeah, it's a modification.
They gave a lot of people those type of masks and
Yeah.
and hair back then.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Oops, sorry.
Sorry, I'm just looking at this closely. Is that like the things? Who is like? What is the headless? Is that the Thing without a head?
It's there's a lot of.
Is he like
weird
a robot
characters, Probably.
I don't know. I'm just looking at it. It's just I like it just because it's kind of like off the wall. There's a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah,
going
this
on
guy's
here.
like Baron something or other. I can't remember
Yeah.
the names.
This flying
Um,
fist about to
yeah.
goose Captain America. Yeah, it's like Falcor and the Neverending Story up there, only
Right.
riding the gargoyle dude. This is cool. There's all sorts of like crazy, wild shit happening in this. I
Yeah,
like
it's super AF, man. Maybe I should
Yeah.
like steal the layout or something.
but it's still really clean.
Yeah.
You know, there's like tons of action, but it's clean.
Yeah, you know what's going on. John Byrne's a master, man.
Yeah.
Also, another one that's on my list.
Oh, there he is. Hey, who is this character? I can't remember his name. The jumping guy with the
The Errol Flynn mustache.
Batroc.
Batroc. Thank you. I told you it was like I was close. It was like Batson. It's like, yeah.
He was
Batroc
actually
the
in. He was
Legion.
actually in the. He was in one of the movies. I
Was
forget
he?
which one. Yeah, he was. He wasn't dressed in that costume, but he was in one of the movies. Who did he fight against? I think it was Age of Ultron. He was one of the guys. He was leaping around, going after, I think, Captain America.
Really?
Yep.
Look at this.
You guys got to get up to date on your all your nerd shit.
Uh-huh. What is this going for right now?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous cover. I've
drew
seen
that?
that up for sale before. That's a Jack Kirby.
Ooh.
but it's like a really like controlled image,
Yeah.
right?
For a second, I thought it was late enough to be a Pollard because some of Pollard's stuff looked very Kirby-ish.
Yeah. This is a very controlled Kirby.
Yeah, who inked it?
Coletta, I think. And Coletta actually treated him well on this one.
A lot of his stuff Coletta butchered.
Yeah, Coletta's an asshole. Look at this cherry piece. John Romita Sr. also taken care of. Like look at that. Look at the blue line, bro.
Jeez.
Right? Look how clean that is. Look how you see all the blue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an amazing shape.
It's like it just came off his artboard.
When was that drawn? The 60s?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like it just. I mean, this is someone had this. They put it in a frame. They had it in their house, in a dark area, like in their office or something.
God, it really comes through on that last panel on the motorcycle there. All that blue.
Look how that's.
Look at his draftsmanship. How good he. Gosh.
Yeah.
Like, look at how many people would have to totally kayfabe that motorcycle for today.
Yes. Yeah, or use a
Google Sketch
3D reference. Yeah. It's just that's just gorgeous, man. I love it, man. I love how simple it is.
Oh yeah.
This is the exact opposite of simple.
But it's still.
That's still amazing.
Barry Windsor Smith, Weapon X.
Yeah. God, that looks so good.
I'd buy that for $1.
This is one.
I would give all of Andrew's money for that.
Yeah, this is a dream page. These are dream pages.
Words,
for me.
$1.
Like, I would. These are like dream pages for me. Like I someday I dream of owning a few of these pages from his Weapon X run. Like,
yeah. The hand is like the best, man. Like just the way that they've got it all, but everything, like from the stitches to those injection points and keeping his fingers across, like that's just like a really thoughtful detail. Like, what would you do if you were injecting some dude with metal? Like, well, we gotta kind of keep shit straight. Yeah.
Well, and his light and shadow is so good.
Yeah.
He just knows how to do it. Oh, not fair.
Even with the shitty printing at the time, when they did that book, I was just blown away at Marvel Comics Presents, dude, with that story.
It's incredible.
Yeah, Barry Windsor Smith is so good. They need to do an artist edition of that Weapon X, dude.
I want them to so bad.
I would shit, piss, and come.
Wow.
At the same time.
At the same exact time.
Look at this. This is like Gil Kane.
Gorgeous.
It is. It's just one of those things that just reminds you how far we still need to go.
Our comics have fallen.
Yeah, and how far comics have fallen. But personally, growth as an artist, how far, just for all our improvement, and we've all improved tremendously over our lives. That's just a reminder. It's like, you're not there yet, son.
No, yeah.
That's awesome. Sam Keith, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's nuts.
I love him.
Oh, yeah, because it takes great, big, huge, hairy balls to draw that way.
Mm-hmm.
It really
be like, I'm gonna take Batman, and I'm gonna draw like this really weird cartoony version of him.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's still going to be dark and creepy and scary.
Yeah.
At the same time, the fact that it's cartoony and weird.
Mm-hmm. And he's
Like-
going to get work. He's so good at it that he's going to get work.
Yeah. Because as far as what was popular at the time, Sam Keith shouldn't have worked, but it did.
Right.
And it was brilliant.
The Batman, Jim Lee. Yeah, here's a cherry page.
Walk.
Born
Blood.
Again. Frank Miller,
Yeah, this-
David Mazzucchelli.
This is another one that's a cherry. Like I daydream, dude, like to own one of these pages from the Born Again run. Like, are you kidding? Like, this is gonna go for a fortune. I mean,
Oh, yeah, I would be happy if I could just find a copy at a decent price of the artist edition.
I know you can't even find that shit. The artist edition is probably several $100 now.
I think it goes for $400 or $500 now.
Yeah. Look at this, dude.
I'm
I
going to be
just don't know
stuck.
why.
I'm going to be stuck buying one of the smaller paperback versions of it for like $35.
I know. I gotta shelve my. Look at
That's the
this,
one that
dude.
I have. Is the small one.
I'm just going to have to buy it just so I can look at it in black and white.
And he's
But
someone who's
it's still oversized though, aren't they, Andrew?
no.
Aren't they like 9x12 ish?
No, I don't
It's
think so.
decent big size. I mean,
Is
it's
it?
not. It's not
yeah,
comic book size. It's
it's
bigger
not
than
comic
that.
book size, but it's still oversized. It's still like 9x12 or something ish.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they're still bigger. They're just not full size. The paperbacks.
Like, look
Yeah, I'm
how
gonna have to
His-
settle for the paperback.
his stuff is
Right.
like still. He's got like those sloppy inks that just work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to get to. I just want to get like some sloppy inks that just work really well.
You heard it here, folks. Todd wants to get sloppy.
That's what's
I'll
sloppy.
I'll ink the next book sloppy that I penciled for you. That I ink for you.
Great.
I'll ink it real sloppy.
Look at that.
Hey, and then I can come up behind him and have sloppy seconds.
Oh.
Oh shit! I'm not on mute. Frickin' A.
You're such a dork. Oh, he's our dork.
Look at that Superman.
That's cool.
Frank Miller.
Yeah.
Again, there's something about like the gestural super loose styles, man.
Yeah. It's got a lot of emotion.
Mhm.
Everything's very in the moment. Ooh, is that Senior?
Yes. Look how another page is just taking care.
Wait, is that
of.
from the Death of Gwen Stacy?
It is, yeah.
That's one of the book I took pictures of in that stuff I sent you. The foil edition I have of
okay.
it.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to own the John Romita Sr. Amazing
Yeah,
Spider-Man
me too.
page.
All right, we just have a few more here. An Alex Ross Peace on Earth page. Spread.
I understand why I'm supposed to like Alex Ross. I get it. It's technically incredibly proficient. It's good. Using watercolors the way he does is a tremendous skill. It's almost like Norman Rockwell doing superhero comics.
Mm-hmm. It's a good comparison.
Yeah. I've never been able to get to his stuff.
But I don't vibe on it that much. I bought Kingdom Come, the trade. It's pretty.
Yeah. See, this is
And
why.
the,
This is
and,
kind of
and the
why.
guy and the guy's an industry. He's his own,
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But this is also why. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, I mean, he's super famous. He makes a lot of money, so you can't knock him. But
No.
this is kind of like the Scott McCloud thing about understanding comics. Is like the more realistic you get, the less energy it has, and that's just kind of the natural way of things.
Yeah.
And I think he's good. He's so good that his paintings have energy, but they still don't like Mike Mignola has more energy than this,
Yeah.
Right.
right? And I think it's just because the drawings are so much looser,
Yeah. But like, remember when he did like the Earth X thing, and they put up that Earth X sketchbook that had his designs and John Paul Leon sketches too?
Oh yeah, those were awesome.
Dude, his sketches, I think, are bad as shit.
Yeah,
Like, I wish he would draw a comic like that.
What is that? Look at that.
Oh man.
What is that? This weird design on the side.
That's awesome. What is that? That's cool, actually. It's really fucking cool.
Silvestri signed the mat. I don't know what that is.
That may be some kind of reproduction or like one of the paste ups or something. That may not be the original.
No, the page is
Is it?
the original. It's in a frame.
It's in a frame, and that's the
It's just
mat. That's the
something-
mat. Yeah, you're right.
And the mat is the perspective lines. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did something. They tried to do something cool with the mat. I guess.
I think it's cool. I think it makes it look really cool.
Yeah, but that cover, dude, I loved this run right here. This was when I was at my height with Silvestri. I was like, oh my god, this guy is the best. The best. And Rubenstein.
Oh wow, Joe Rubenstein. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. Let's see the other image. Does they crop it out? Yeah, they cropped it out. I mean, as best they could. Yeah. Now this is something I wanted to see because I was just super curious. Al Williamson typewritten letter on EC stationery.
Oh, cool.
Blue Cross. Oh, it's just a Blue Cross coverage. But it's just him writing on his letter. That's pretty cool.
That's
Now this
awesome.
I'm actually interested in potentially getting. I don't know. It's Frederick Wortham. Frederick Wortham's EC Fan Addict Club membership kit, plus personal correspondence and photos. So you know who Frederick Wortham is, right?
I don't know.
Avery, or Andrew, do you want to tell him who Frederick Wortham is?
I know the name, but I couldn't
my
give you
God.
any history on the guy.
Isn't he the guy that ran EC Comics?
Oh my God, guys, you're losing your
Oh, yeah.
nerd cred. Frederick Wortham wrote a book called The Seduction of the Innocent.
Oh, I didn't know his name. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
The Seduction of. Yeah, I know the book. I hate that guy.
yeah. Well, it's
I-
funny because, it's actually interesting. So Frederick Wortham was a psychologist or something like that, and basically he
Testified to Congress that all these were corrupting kids.
that all those covers with like people with having acid in their face and women getting their hair cut off
Oh, okay.
was corrupting the youth.
Right. And then was
and
born the
basically-
comics code out of that.
That's
right.
right. And
Yeah.
what's funny is like I now have this idea for a shirt that I've had for a while that just says based on how mainstream comics are today, it's just a shirt of Frederick Wortham with like pink hair and it says Frederick Wortham was right.
Oh God, I forgot the dude's name. I remember
Yeah.
Seduction of the Innocent. I just forgot the dude's name.
Yeah, so this is like, I'm very glad to slide a photo for you. Sending enclosed copy of my fanzine, of the fanzine Instant Gratification, which has my last interview, certificate and other material at EC Fan Addict Club, which was sent to me years ago. Is my understanding that is a very rare collector's item that should fit your AC collection. Yeah, like this is his fan club stuff. Dear Frederick Wortham, there's EC Addict. And I mean, I don't know if he was. I don't know the story behind this. I'm gonna have to look at the thing.
So he apparently was a fan of EC Comics.
I'm about to read. I'm going to read this really quick because there's
because he helped put him. He helped shut them all down.
Yeah, there's Frederick Wortham.
That book was total gobbledygook.
Seduction of the Innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. As I say, the comic book format. So he says Frederick, where it says, quote, the comic book format is an invitation to illiteracy. Frederick Wortham, Seduction of the Innocent. This historic group includes Frederick Wortham's official EC Fan Addict Club membership kit, including membership card, certificate, patch, pin, whatever, a letter to comic scholar Barbara Botner, and a photo of Wortham in a study, and a vintage photo of a comic book club. So it's him in a comic book club, I guess. Often vilified by comic book fans, Frederick Wortham's lasting influence on the history of comics is undeniable. As important as Action Comics #1, Wortham penned Seduction of the Innocent and became a lightning rod of the anti-comics movement of the 50s. Following the Senate Subcommittee on Juvenile Delinquency, publishers enacted the Comic Code Authority, and the landscape of comics as both an art and business changed irrevocably. Later in life, Wortham's views shifted, and his last book was The World of Fanzines, a special form of communication, 1973, where he called fanzines a constructive and healthy exercise of creative drives. Despite his personal evolution, his influence on the anti-comics movement still evokes strong feelings in comic fans to this day. In his own time, Wortham was seen as a popular expert, and his research even helped lead the passing of Brown versus Board of Education and the desegregation of the public school system. This one-of-a-kind group offers a window into Wortham's mind, both at the height of the anti-comics fervor and after his cooling on the subject. There is no telling how much, a lot like this, blah, 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 blah. Fantastic. It's so interesting. Isn't that awesome? This is the kind of shit that I would collect. I would absolutely.
Yeah.
You know.
If you were writing a novel about comic book industry, he would be a villain.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, although he would be a villain, but he was kind of right. Like, have you picked up a modern comic? Like, it's pretty hardcore, man. You know? I don't know. It's pretty funny. But right now it's very low. Like no one. He's like he was always kind of like the, I don't know, comic book Hitler or something.
I just love that certificate.
Isn't that awesome?
So cool.
See, this is why I like looking at all this stuff, because I get ideas for our stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like have it.
Oh yeah, having something like that would be so rad, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, and it also has like a little historical tie. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not even nostalgia. It's just tied to the history of, like, it's like deep lore history. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, it's like the EC Fan Addict Club thing. Like, what? Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck knows about
and
that?
then you know, Mad Magazine being born out of EC Comics, and for what it was, I mean, I still have somewhere. I'll see if I can find them. A whole bunch of my old Mad magazines from the 80s. I fucking loved it so much. I got the satire, most of the time. I'm sure if I went and reread them today, I'd pick up on a lot of other undertones, but that was the last thing that EC Comics did, right? Was Mad Magazine, I believe.
Yeah, some of these papers,
but it was that certificate that made me remember that, because if you look at it, some of that art on there, like that looks like, you know, that's all like that early Mad Magazine style.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know how much this would go for. I wish it would be worth more if the letter was not so nice and it was like, "Hi, in comics, they suck," you know.
Horror comics are making kids delinquents.
Yeah. This
They're
is a
making
top-
frogs gay.
What is this?
That one's true.
Did you say it's true?
The frog part. That was true.
This is a fanzine, but it's got an interview with B. Kriegstein, and
I've never seen Bob spelled that way. Go back up to the top right.
BHOB.
Bob.
Yeah. Bob. Yeah.
Weird.
That's cool, man. Zines are awesome. I used to pick up so
Yeah,
many
this is the
awesome
kind of
music
stuff, I
zines
mean-
like back in the day, dude.
Yeah, and the cool thing is like this stuff is probably not gonna like sell for much. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
so there is a chance that I could actually maybe pick it up. I don't know.
Dude, what? I mean, that right there is worth $35 or whatever the bid is.
Well, it's hard right now because it's
Yeah, there's time
it
still
says-
on it.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah, it says 35, and then right before the clock
Yeah.
strikes.
Yeah.
You just, I mean, you don't even look at it now. It's like basically whatever it is at the time, at the time of the launch, you double or triple it.
Yeah.
So if it's $100, then you better be willing to spend $300. If it says $1,000, it's a double. It's either a double, a triple, or off the chart.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually how it is. You know what I mean? If it's off the
Yeah.
chart, that's when you get those crazy prices. But
Yeah.
Check
yeah,
it
I don't
out.
know, man.
I got my first legendary Lorcana card.
Hold on. What is this? What?
This is Lorcana. It's a Disney Lorcana card game.
Mhm.
I bought a box from Best Buy while I was gone, and it got delivered. And Mike opened up half the packages and left the other half for me. And while opening them up, I got my first legendary rare card.
Nice. Is it worth something?
Ugly Duckling. That's going to be your new nickname.
These I've seen these go for $200 to $300 a piece.
That's cool.
They're that hard to find.
Nice, man.
That's wicked.
This is my
Congrats.
second box that I've bought, and this is the first one I found.
Congrats, man. You should slab it immediately.
That might happen.
Or send it
Slab
to
it.
get graded. Yeah.
Slather it.
So, Doc, you
Yep.
gonna share some of that music, that nice music?
Yeah. I got two things. I got two things here. Let's see. I think we're gonna have to do. Okay. First. Can you pop that up? So here's the tweet. Lady at grocery store after seeing my X-Men. You like comic books? Yeah, I do. Want to look at this box in my car? Yeah. I was going to give it to Goodwill. Sure. Yeah. $40? Yeah, sure. Okay. First of all, this guy's an asshole. As he ripped this lady off. I mean, but this is what was in the box. Like New Mutants, #1, all this kind of shit. He said there was over 200 comics in the box. Bunch of Swamp Things.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he fucked this lady bad. Right. I don't know what all he says down here. Yeah. Oh, I'm clearly the asshole here. Oh wait, that's you. Fuck you, dude. That's dick. He says what all's in there. Anyway, yeah, whatever. So, and then zoom this back out to normal. What the fuck did I just do? All right. And then I just I went on, well, it's on a different screen. I went on, I guess it's right here. I did, no, not that. I did Chat GPT. I was like, let's make some rap very quickly, rap song lyrics. And then I'm plugging it into, what is this called? Udio. First of all, made a really cool cover and let's listen to it. Shit. Oh, I'm on the wrong. I'm trying to click the stream. Nope.
Lonely old men, Friday nights alone, comics and toys, our comfort zone. We come together in the nerd den we meet, middle-aged geeks, finding our beat. Super Nerd Squad, combining like Voltron. The love of entertainment is where we get our soul from. From movies to AI.
Yo, it's so good.
Dude.
We keep arguing the best. From Marvel to DC, Star Wars or Trek, we debate with glee. We lift each other through laughter and cheer. In the nerd den, our bond is clear.
That's so fucking badass, dude. I edited the lyrics a little bit, but that fucking that's so fucking good.
Dude, can you
Holy
download that
shit.
and send it to me, please?
Yeah. You want to hear it one more time? It's like 30 seconds long.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all right, here we go. Here, I'll zoom. I'll scroll up the lyrics too. Here.
Lonely old men, Friday nights alone, comics and toys, our comfort zone. We come together in the nerd den we meet, middle-aged geeks, finding our beat. Super Nerd Squad, combining like Voltron. The love of entertainment is where we get our soul from. From movies to AI, our knowledge runs deep. In the nerd den, it's a passion we keep. Arguing the best, from Marvel to DC, Star Wars or Trek, we debate with glee. We lift each other through laughter and cheer. In the nerd den, our bond is clear.
Dude, the way that they from Marvel to DC, that is very natural affection.
That sounds like classic. I'm trying to place the artist. It sounds like a classic.
Well, dude, here's my thing. I mean, this is what I did. I did jazz rap, hip hop. This is what it put its own. It put some of its own cues, but I did I wanted to try to make it more like I'm trying to get it to do a theme song, like theme song inspired Saturday morning cartoon shit. Good. But I can't get it. But I did East Coast rap, old school hip hop.
Yeah,
it's supposed to have that
I love it.
That boom bap kind of
Dude, please download that right now and
Bismarcky era.
Yeah. KRS-One kind of shit. Yeah.
Of course, man. Yeah, don't delay. Don't let that shit. Holy shit.
I might try to I'll download this, but I might try to tweak the lyrics a little bit and then redo it some. But yeah, with the paid version, you can in-paint, and I'm not sure how I guess you can I'm not sure how you can do it. You could extend it, add stuff. It's pretty cut and dry, but I'd like to see what the paid versions actually give you. You can remix it and change the temperature.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. You gotta stuff. I gotta hear that on my headphones, on my side. Fuck yeah, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah, of course, man. That's why I was laughing, because I was like, make it more about lonely middle-aged guys.
Lonely middle-aged men.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Oh shit! Oh, keep going. Click thing. Yeah. All right.
Dude,
yeah. I will.
And Andrew, dude, we need to get him to make one for your
scam channel.
Your scam channel. That way you can use have some original music. It'd be great.
That's why I'm doing it, because I want to start doing a little bit of content myself, that's why I was trying to make a theme song, because I'm the neighborhood mad scientist, what my Twitter says, and I need a little bit of intro music just to kind of kick it off, and I was gonna try to do some AI animation kind of shit a little bit, just to have something fun and fresh. So this is cool. This is the best voice rendering engine of any of these, hands down. So good. And then now with 11 Labs, they have video, okay? They have a video editor, and then you can also prompt sound effects now. So you can prompt screeching tires and then place it into the section of the video that's been generated, right? So now you can do some simple, think of what that means for music producers. And this is what I was talking to these guys, royalty-free samples, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and right, but still, but it's original, but has a sampled flavor. It's all royalty-free, and even for people trying to do AI films and stuff like that, for little independent filmmakers, being able to AI generate stuff for their Foley, and when they're doing their audio mixes, that's fucking cool.
That is cool.
super awesome. Yeah, this is sick, man. I've got a bunch of different kind of stuff, but this is the first one I actually did with lyrics. Because I was just fucking around with instrumentals last night. But yeah, man, that turned out. And I'll play the other one. Like it gives you 2 at a time, right? It didn't do as well, and I was like, "Ah, man, I'm gonna have to like redo this shit." And then I listened to that one there, and I was just like, "Holy crap!" It didn't quite nail it here.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Lonely old men, Friday nights alone. Comics and toys, our comfort zone. We come together in the nerd den we meet. Middle-aged geeks finding our beat. Super Nerd Squad combining like Voltron. The love of entertainment is where we get our soul from. From movies to AI, our knowledge runs deep. In the nerd den, it's a passion we keep. Arguing the best from Marvel to DC. Star Wars or Trek, we debate with glee. We lift each other through laughter and cheer. In the nerd den, our bond is clear.
Yeah, didn't quite hit the
it's
mark.
good,
on that
but
one.
the other one is better.
Yeah.
The other one's on point.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's so fucking good. That's why I was cracking up a minute ago. It fucking nailed it so good.
Oh, so good, man. I have this. Yeah, maybe there's enough tools now where like we absolutely can make some crazy good like an adult fantasy soundtrack like for real.
Oh my god! You remember when they did like Brack Sings?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like adult fantasies, like mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes.
I'm driving down.
Potato chips.
I look forward to trying to keep that going.
Yeah, man. I loved that. It was so fucking good. I love Brack as a character, man. He's so awesome. He might be my spirit animal.
I think so.
Todd used to do that. I'm driving down Highway 40 thing in my big old pickup truck really well.
Yeah.
I used to bug the shit. I'm like, Todd, do it. Todd, do it. Do the Brack thing. Do it. Actually, do it. Do it now. Do it.
Oh man. Well, I don't know if I have it in my voice right now, but because I've been talking for 7 hours today. But like, well, I'm gonna yell, but it's like, I'm driving down Highway 40 in my big old pickup truck.
That wasn't it. But yeah, no, you used to be able to nail the voice.
Yeah, I used to be able to nail it. Yeah.
It was so good. I always thought it was funny, and I would bug the shit out of him to do it.
Love it, man.
Back when I had a voice before I started screaming at children.
Yeah. And he didn't want to do it because he's like, I had to draw that shit all day at work. I don't want to fucking do it.
Like channel it, yeah.
I'm like, no, fucking do it.
Awesome. Well, guys.
Yeah, I mean, let's start playing. Maybe we could play with some of that. And I mean, can we like we were talking about like on lore game stuff, storyboarding some of this stuff that we wrote, you know? And I wonder if we can use like weird stuff like Kriya to like quickly sketch out like some just weird, I don't know, man. What can we do? Can we like take care? Because Kriya's got that motion shit now. Like, I don't know, dude. It's just, can we make some really weird, simple animations? I don't know. It could be a lot of fun.
I'm genuinely looking at how to bring some of this into a legitimate production setting.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't had it. I've been keeping it on the periphery because I got to finish the WAGMI thing.
Yeah, of course.
But which is almost done, so that's great. But like,
yeah.
I should show you guys. If you guys have time in the green room, I'll show you the pages.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna send that rap to the Sauce Walker.
Yeah.
That's an awesome name, man.
Yeah, it is an awesome name. He's the team seemed like a good team. Like I'm genuinely looking at like how we can use AI tools to shorten the animation process so that we can do something on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
There is an AI that actually can do keyframe animation, which is pretty cool.
That's what Kriya does a little bit now, but it's like between generations, and you can change the temperature for like how crazy it is in between. But it's not like traditional keyframing.
Yeah, this is pretty insane. So I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things like we have to a little bit of patience, and then I got to really figure out.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. I totally
what's
get
the thing going to be? It's almost there though. It's really close. But all right, should we wrap it up? What do you guys think?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's time.
All right. Well, hell, we went 3 hours today, and that was only 3 hours live. We were on longer than that. So, well, guys, happy Friday. Happy adventures, and have a good weekend. And
Have a good
we will
weekend.
see you next time. See you next week. There is actually no Nerd Den next Friday because
Really?
Andrew will be coming here on Friday. Well, are we doing on Friday, Andrew?
We're going to the show on Friday, but yeah, we did it last year.
Okay, we'll do the show next year. That's fine. Or we'll do the show next week.
Dudes, I almost forgot. Like this weekend in Kansas City is like Midwest Fest, and it's a big gaming, and they're gonna have like some Creator Alley shit and some esports. I think I'm thinking about going there on Sunday and I've got my little Bluetooth lapel mics and
nice.
my camera, and actually trying to like talk to people about because everyone you don't really get a lot of stuff about Web3 and media in the mainstream press now, and like comics and games and stuff, because they think it's they think it's already dead. So
Yeah.
I like, and we keep assuming that like nobody wants to touch this shit or whatever. So I'm like, why don't I just go out and get some content and just ask people directly, like, what do you think about this? Like, hey, regular dude from the Midwest, like, you're the perfect demographic kind of thing. Like, do you like this shit? I mean, like, so I'm thinking about doing that on Sunday.
That's cool. That's a good idea.
Could be fun.
Awesome. All right.
I'll just give them free candy for an interview. Free deodorant at the nerd convention.
There you go. Free deodorant.
Works
We'll
better
keep
if you
talking
have
the
a
green room.
van.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, have a great weekend. See you next week. And same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, love you. God bless. Take care. Peace out.